Yeah, Matt's not even on the radar until after the holidays.
Yeah.
So,
And we are live.
we're ready? All right, I will start streaming as well.
I will.
Not streaming, recording.
I will turn my camera on when I finish eating, because I'm sure you don't want to see me chewing my fajitas.
All right, so everybody can say hi to Hunter, and she's actually here. So, um,
Well,
we are on
actually,
what?
Tony has not met Hunter, or been introduced to Hunter.
Hunter, Tony, Hunter.
I knew he'd do that.
Yeah.
By the way,
Hi.
your mic might be
Hi.
doing that thing again, Hunter. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Okay.
It's fine. I there's nothing I can do to fix it, so whatever.
All right. So we have a new UI tonight, just because I want to start focusing more on actually playing the rules of Fate as they are. So that's what you see on the screen there. I got everybody's stuff up. We are going to do our maps when necessary in the little blue bordered areas. But anyway, just wanted to make that a thing. So last game, for the people that are already been at the orphanage, Robert had a premonition of bells tolling and catastrophic things happening to the city if events were not curtailed. So you guys rushed out and you were looking for the sails of the boat that came in that he described to you in his visions. And eventually you did find it. If you look down in the lower right hand corner, you'll see why I was saying that it was hard to find the sails, because when they come in, they tend to not have their sails furled. So I wanted to show you that. You guys eventually tracked it to the train. The train went to downtown, and you guys have got a lead also about downtown, out of the blue. And you were all there now, trying to find the company that had transported the coffin. Meanwhile, Pearl, who you guys have, a couple of you have met in game, but having a lot of dealings with, she was actually in the river when she sensed some horrible evil on the river in a boat, and she tracked it herself back to downtown and had just barely queried the people at the train station about where the coffin had gone after it arrived there, and she found out the name of the company. Now, let me see. Do I remember? Did you guys end up finding out the name of the company as well?
Or before the horse.
Okay, you did. Okay, good. I was making sure. I thought you had, but I didn't go back and listen. I didn't get a chance today. So you guys all basically know where it is, or where the company is, I should say, and that is. Let's see. I'm a little discombobulated myself. I apologize. I've been very busy today and get my head into things. Aleski and Claude went to the Forward Maiden.
Mm-hmm. The bosoms.
That's right. To brace the bosoms. And that's right. That's why we stopped, because we had some confusion about what exactly had happened in town, right?
Well, we had some confusion about what the waitress was telling me. She said that there was not the waitress
I
was
had
saying
it.
that
Yeah.
one of the girls went missing, and we were asking what her name was.
Oh, that's right. Because Nate had thought that you guys were talking about um, somebody else,
Yep. And then I
and
took
he had
off
brought up the
that,
name.
and then I automatically jumped in and thought we were talking about the person that was like dead for like 70 years.
Right. Delphine, that's right. Yeah, you didn't know her last name. That's right. And then we stopped there because of the confusion. So, I'm going to say Gertie, because Guillaume is not here. Were you with Tony at the end of it? With Charles? The three of you were together, right?
I think so.
So I'm gonna. What's that?
Probably.
Yeah, the plan was I was going to fly the train tracks to get downtown, and then somehow that changed.
Got
Or
it.
Nate thought it changed.
Okay. So are you guys then downtown by your estimation?
That sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right, because Gertie was going to run. That was some of the question at the time. Okay.
Most of us took the carriage.
Right. Yeah, so you would have arrived together. So you guys were looking for the porter, and they were going to the forward maiden. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Sorry, I didn't get time to listen to the last session to get the last few minutes in
It's fine.
today. It's super busy. All right.
I don't have
So
Oliver yet either
you don't have Oliver?
on my
He's
character
right there on the
sheet.
page.
Yeah, but my refresh
He
is
has
still
his
green.
own character sheet. Oh, well, I assume that you would handle your own character sheet.
You said you would help me with it.
Help you with it. I didn't know that meant do it for you.
Oh, rude. Fine.
Let's see. He sees Clarabelle. I did make a character sheet in the
Yeah, I
supporting
changed
cast.
his name.
Okay. And I also can you put a folder under a folder? You can. Oh good. Putting supporting cast under PCs. Let's see. Powers.
Oliver has powers?
No.
Powers. Maybe. Who knows?
Who the hell's Oliver?
You'll meet Oliver soon enough.
I don't know now.
Is that your pet otter?
Yeah.
Your pet squirrel?
It's an otter. Leave him alone.
He is now
Water
a squirrel.
He's a water
No.
squirrel.
No. I don't like that.
Squirrels are rats. Otters are cool.
Thank you.
Actually, Tony does love otters. That's true.
Uh-huh.
I don't really know much about otters.
They're adorable.
They're
That's
water
all that
weasels.
matters.
In Ark, Tony was known as the Otter Man on the server because he had a million of them.
I understand completely. Breeding tons of them and exporting them to other places is
Yep.
really handy.
Yep.
Just go up in the Arctic naked, and if you've got an otter on you, you'll be fine.
I agree with that, though it does sound really strange out of context.
Otters protect against cold and heat.
I just never thought about it until you said it that way.
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome. All right. So let's see. So Gertie, and Charles, you are downtown looking for the porter. I assume you're at the train station, right?
Probably, yes.
Yeah, I think that's what was the plan.
Right. So, just to move things along, we have Pearl also at the train station who was just getting ready to leave. And I'm going to say that Gertrude and Pearl see each other. And from Gertie's point of view, we will start the scene. So take it away, Gertie.
Whoa. Guten Tag.
English woman.
Hi.
Hello, I believe it is. Good day. not farewell.
No, yes, good day. Hello. And she's gonna grab your arm, but specifically the one that has the stuff on it, and just shake it. It's nice to see you again, but not in water this time.
Yes, water. The water.
Oh.
The rust.
What are you doing here? I could use your help if you have time.
Oh,
Are you busy?
well, yes, we are chasing a car before a horse, and a coffin.
And when he says we, he is indicating Charles, who is standing near him, kind of looking around.
You sure he's standing and not flying?
Kind of like you in some ways. Like he doesn't really know what to make of it all.
You sure he's not flying?
No, I'm
No.
sure he's not flying.
No, we
Okay.
changed that.
Okay.
Oh, yes, this is my compatriot, Charles. Yes, an associate from the orphanage. We are chasing a coffin that
Wow.
heralds great evil and disease and deadly houses. It was very unclear.
Like, way to put it right out there.
Well, to be fair, me too. I
Oh.
saw a coffin come off of a ship this morning, and it went here, and now it's gone. But I was able to ask some people, and I think Gertie was actually right. It went to a place called whatever the fuck she just said, Cart Before the Horse, and I'm trying to find the foreman named Bart Blanc, because I think he might know what's going on. I don't know why. I don't know really what's happening, but I have this feeling that something's wrong. Well, at least I know I'm not crazy anymore. So maybe I can
More?
help? Well, some people, when you think things are happening and they're not actually happening, people don't believe you.
Ah, things in this century are all strange. Well, I suppose if we're all looking for the same thing, we should all go to the same place. Yes?
Indeed, you
Yeah.
seem quite ahead of us here.
But I don't know where it is the problem.
Well, I suppose we shall have to search, yes? Yeah?
Yeah, we could look around and ask somebody. Is there anybody here at the station?
The station is full of people. Travelers, people loading and unloading the train before it leaves.
I'd like to flag down somebody who is loading or unloading the train. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
You. Hey. You wouldn't happen to know where the cart before the horse is located? I have a package I need to pick up pretty soon.
Hey, you just missed him. He was here this morning.
Right. But where is he going? I mean, what's the address?
He kind of looks back like, oh, not my job. He's a foreman at Cart Before the Horse. He's down that way, and he points down the street on. Do I have a street name? I forgot about the street name.
Main Street.
No, it wasn't Main Street. On Carter Street.
Carter Street. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will flip him a coin.
Okay, his attitude changes. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
Right. Yes, how it is around here. Yes. Do you own your soul, or no? I'm kidding. So
to it.
to both Gertie and Pearl, the gentleman says it's on Carter Street. This way.
I will follow.
We leave Gertie behind.
Excellent.
Stay.
Sorry, eating.
Okay. So
Is Frau Baker? Clara?
Oh, you don't know my real name.
Oh, okay. What? Okay, you introduced yourself as Pearl?
Yes. When I would have met you very briefly, it would have been Pearl.
Ah.
apologize. I put the name on there in full. I didn't mention
Yeah.
that.
How dare you? The fucking audacity of this man.
I should be killed.
Well, this is Fraulein Pearl. Charles. Sorry, I suppose I did not introduce her. Anyway, we must hurry, yes?
Yes, there's not time for proper introduction.
Well, it's nice to meet you anyway.
Charmed.
Okay, so from where you are, it's pretty easy to find. It's probably like maybe a half an hour's walk downtown, down the street.
Jesus.
Pretty much. What's that?
Half an hour?
Yeah, it's a city, man. Are you gonna run?
I'm not running, no.
No thanks.
Do we need a ride?
Well, no, I don't think it's necessary. It was just, although it would be nice to get there quickly, but our ride is not here. Did we take the cart? We did take the cart, didn't we?
Yes. Though I don't know. I think you had it. I think they walked ahead without. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's probably all for nothing because Charles would have just started walking anyway. So never mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So you get to the cart before the horse. It is a wooden affair. Like a lot of the buildings here, they're made out of wood. It's not like a brick city in most of the parts. It's got the sign that matches the description of the symbol that you were looking for, based upon Robert's telling. And there's actually one of the carts empty out on the front. The door is closed, but it does have an open sign.
I will knock on the door.
Okay. It's open!
No, actually, it's closed, but anyway, I'll open it.
Well, it is not locked.
Yes.
The guy,
Excuse me.
the guy behind the desk who's taking notes, he looks at you as if to see if you're worth standing up and bowing, and he decides you are not. So he says, "Yeah, you got something to move?"
Something we're expecting a package to arrive this morning. Whatever
Name?
or mine or
The name that is expecting the package. Who's it for?
it's for well, I really not sure I should divulge such information. I mean, what's your name? I didn't catch your name, sir.
My name is Robert.
Robert. Well, incidentally, the package was for Robert. Robert Divulger.
Okay.
Large package came off the train, maybe roughly the size of a coffin, maybe.
All right. He's looking through the book and he doesn't find the name for some reason. A large box, huh? What is it? What does it contain? Is it perishables?
Yes, I believe it is perished.
Thomas! Thomas! He yells again.
You sure it's not Tomas?
And a young, lanky boy with greasy hair comes from the back. Yeah, Robert. Yeah. Go down to cold storage. See if you can find package for Robert. What was it again?
Divulger.
Divulger.
Hey, do you need
Okay.
a hand with that? Can he even read?
Yes, he can read.
Are you sure? Because I had a package not just last week delivered here, and it sat forever because the lad couldn't understand the writing on the box.
Okay, well, so you're obviously trying to con him.
I am.
Make sure I get the right skill.
Do we still have that journal page, or who took that journal page?
Nate took it. It doesn't mean that you don't have access to it. It's fine, but it does not say what Tony says on it. So,
I am trying to deceive him.
yeah, I'm gonna say you're gonna do a deceive on him.
Nice.
Make sure I'm on GM here.
That's a 4, baby.
Oh well, I'm very sorry, sir. Uh, I guess we have some problems with our books sometimes. Yeah, if you want to go with Thomas, that's fine, but don't poke your nose around other people's stuff.
Do I look like the sort that needs to poke my nose around other people's stuff?
He looks at you suspiciously.
Yes, I'm going with Thomas. Thank you. Good day, sir.
What are the other two doing?
Do I still have the feelings that I was having, or is it gone? Like, does that look like the cart outside that I saw this morning?
Okay, so I know I kind of rolled those feelings over you. When you're in the water, I'm assuming that they are much stronger.
Okay.
Based upon what's in contact with the water.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that you're basically like every other magic person.
Okay.
You're probably going to have to get close enough to actually do a notice.
Okay. Well, I would want to look at the cart first and see if I see anything, but if not, or I'm going to go inside and ask for the name that I have.
Okay. All right. So you want to stay out of the basement, basically.
Yes, I don't want to go into the basement.
Gert, are you going with Charles into the basement, or are you staying here with Pearl?
I suppose I'll go with Charles. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
By the way, did the cart that was out there have any traces of blood on it?
You don't know.
Okay. Didn't check, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. And I think that's what Pearl is thinking of doing. But you definitely can check when you come back outside if you wanted to.
Okay.
I am going to skip over to the two in the bar. So you guys are drinking your drinks. You got the waitress there. You were trying to figure out who was it that you were actually asking about. It wasn't Delphine at the time.
I mean, it kind of was, but it wasn't because that was a misunderstanding.
Right. So do you want to retro that because it got messed up, or do you just want to keep going with it?
I mean, I believe that Claude was asking about the missing waitress.
I'm just asking what's the name of the missing waitress or worker?
Okay.
Whatever she was.
It can be both. It can be both. We will go with Sally.
Her name is
that's Sally.
We're talking to Sally.
No, Sally is the one that is gone missing that you were asking about.
And who do we have the name of the girl that we're talking to?
I don't think you asked her yet.
All right.
If you did, I have forgotten. I apologize.
I don't think we did.
So yeah, Sally didn't come in, but she does that. She just thinks she's better than the rest of us, I guess. Probably sleeping with the owner.
The owner?
Why do you care about Sally so much? Are you like kin or something?
No. Do we look like kin?
She's a friend of ours.
Do we look like Sally?
Well, I can't say that I really think you do. She's kind of like questioning her judgment, looking at you. No, I guess not. Maybe you're her husband, though.
She has a husband?
I don't know. Some of the girls have husbands. Why do you want to know so much about her? She's not here. I'm here. She kind of puts out her chest a little bit. It's not much of a chest, but she's trying.
We.
We're friends of hers.
And we've heard that she's in trouble.
In trouble. Brian, by the way, you're feeling a little bit sloppy.
Are you not concentrating?
Am I having a hard time concentrating?
Well, that's up to you. I am giving you the option to have a hard time concentrating, which means you got to deal with it, or you can spend a fate point to avoid that.
Spend a fate point. How do I spend a fate point?
Just toss it on the table and I'll delete it. Or remove it, yeah.
Remember to refresh since it's a new section.
Is that the one? Oh, that's yours there. Did you actually take it out of the pile or did you take it off yourself? Because you only had...
So I took it off my pile.
That's weird. You only had one when I looked at it.
Now he only has one. He had two. He started with two. Well, actually,
oh, you guys didn't do your refresh. That's why. Okay. Got it. Okay.
I only have two.
Yeah, everybody got to make sure that you remember to do your refresh, including you,
Pearl,
Hunter.
Yeah, no, Pearl needs fate points.
I'll deal you yours for now, Hunter. Because you don't have any.
Because she's met with a terrible fate, hasn't she?
Hey, why are you not showing up in my player list?
Because she's
I don't know.
A player.
She is. I'm looking at her. She's right there. Oh, the window was, for some reason, not sized enough for the players. I have too many players. There you go. All right, so how much is your refresh, Brian?
3.
Oh, so you should have 2.
I do have 2.
Why is it not showing on the thing?
Yeah, I can't see yours at all.
Now Brian doesn't have any.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I still have 2 on my thing.
There. I'll deal you 2. I see them right there now.
Weird.
Okay. Yeah, that's strange. Okay, so Alaska, you notice that Claude starts to get a little soft around the edges, but he catches himself. Go ahead, you can say something to him too if you want.
Sir, Claude.
Yeah.
I subtly motion to whatever location that he's misforming or unforming or however you want, whatever the word is for that.
How are you indicating, by the way?
I said subtly, like
he's pointing.
No, I'm not. I said subtle, subtle, like wave my hand, like in a general.
Okay. All right, and yeah, you managed to firm yourself up before she notices.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, what kind of trouble do you think she's in?
Well, we don't know, and that's why we are asking you.
Wait a minute, you think she's in trouble, but you don't know why?
We heard the rumors. And her not showing up to work feeds these rumors.
Oh. Well, let me get Paul.
Excellent. Get Paul.
Okay. All right, so in a minute, Paul comes out.
Wait, who's
He's
Paul?
you'll find out, won't you? Um, Paul is, or were you asking her before she left?
Well, I guess I say it to the air because she's already gone.
Okay, okay.
Well, I assume you're talking to me, so I just shrug.
Yeah, I just kind of say it anyway.
Okay.
Either way, continue.
Sorry, I didn't know you were still talking to her.
No, no, no,
You totally
no,
can.
no, 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 no. You're fine. You're fine. Don't be so sorry.
Okay. So sorry.
Remember, I'm a fish out of
Oh, wait a
water.
minute.
I'm a man at a time.
Wait a minute. Fuck. Okay. So, I said. So she comes back out with Paul, who is a pimply, older man, with less chin than beard, because his beard is scraggly. You can tell. His hair is greasy and kind of long. And he says, "What's this about, Sally?"
Yes. You are Paul,
Yeah, I'm Paul.
and what do you do here, Paul?
I'm the night manager. Day manager. Day manager.
Which is it, day
I
or
forgot what
night?
time of day it was. Day manager.
And
It's day right now.
when does Sally usually work?
She comes in like maybe 10 a.m. It's like right now it's 1 in the afternoon. Yes, it's 1 in the afternoon.
Yes. Well, and I motion towards Claude. We are friends of Sally, and we had heard rumors that Sally met with some difficulty. We
All right.
We were
Roll a
wondering-
deceive.
All right, fine. I want to spend a fate point and
Okay.
use my lost in translation. Never mind. I don't want to lose. I can't think of a way to properly use my lost in translation. So
Double talk.
I will. Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, fine, GM. I will spend a fate point. Fate
Okay.
point. Why can I not draw a fate point?
Because it's harder to tell if you're lying with your accent and
Right,
stuff like that.
Right. Yeah,
Where are you trying to draw it from?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I'm done.
Okay.
No, I can't close it. Damn it. Anyways. All right. So
You click on the fate point again to close it.
Yep. Roll deceive, but I get a +2, correct?
Yes. If that's the way you want to use it. Usually in general, it's better to not spend your fate point until you actually make your roll in case you make a great roll.
Well, my deceive is not great, so, yeah.
Okay.
I'm fully aware.
Go ahead and go.
I'm fully aware.
All right.
See, even with my +2, it's mediocre. But continue.
Okay, so you tied him on your deceive. So so basically, if you want to, you can succeed at a minor cost.
All right, and what is my minor cost? I take a mental consequence.
I think that's a little extreme. Maybe a little mental stress. Maybe 2.
2 mental stress. All right, I'll take 2 mental stress.
Wait a minute. Oh no, you only need to take 1 because that's all you would need to do.
Right.
So yes, you take 1 mental stress.
All right, I start like half speaking in various languages, and
Okay.
I'm upset, not upset, but like concerned.
Here he's looking at Claude like, help me. It's all right. I'm sure she's fine. She does this.
What do you mean she does this?
Sometimes she doesn't come in. It's daytime. It's not like we have a lot of business. I don't have to pay her. I'm sure she's fine. Listen, just go to her apartment. She's probably sleeping something off.
Do you know where her apartment is?
And he looks at you guys. I thought you were her friends.
We were, but she moved. She moved when she took the job here. I look with kind of a mild disgust.
Okay. And you're really friends of hers. What do you think is wrong with her before I send you to my employee's house?
We don't know what's wrong with her. That's the point. She hasn't
What's the
shown up to
rumor?
work. The rumor is she's been attacked.
Attacked. All right. Go get Pierre, he says to the
Who's
waitress.
Pierre?
He's our doctor, for the girls. He can go with you.
Excellent. We may need medical assistance.
All right. So Pierre comes out. He's a little man, but he's fastidious. He's got he's got a threadbare suit that's nicely kept. And he says, "All right, let's go. I'll show you where she lives." Oh, you guys are really taking a tangent here.
Are we?
Players. All right, so Pierre is going to take you to Sally's apartment. All right, I'm jumping back to the other crew. So, Gert and Charles, you are going down into cold storage. It's about a floor down, or maybe a half a floor down. It's just like a root cellar, basically. That's kind of wet because the soil in New Orleans isn't exactly dry. There's a lot of water comes up. And he's going to the boxes to start looking for the name. I don't remember seeing one with that name. Are you sure that it came today?
Absolutely. How dare you? You know
No,
every
no.
package that's down here?
No, I'm sorry. I just don't remember seeing it. I usually remember the packages come down here.
I'm telling you, wooden box about this big. It was kind of messy when I sent it or when they messaged me about it. They weren't too happy.
Wait a minute.
What?
He's like, you mean like the coffin? And he points over.
See, there it is. You're telling me it wasn't here. I want to speak to your manager about this.
Well, this doesn't have the name on it.
See, this is exactly what happened to me the last time. You claim there's no inscription on the box whatsoever, and I know I wrote it down personally. Right here on the corner. See, the piece is missing. It must have come off during shipping.
Bart brought this down. He and the guys brought it down. They had me open the doors for him.
Well, I will be taking claim to my package now. Chop, chop.
He looks at the coffin. He's like, "Wait,
are you unable to lift it?"
Well, it took a whole gang of them before.
Really? Hey, Gert.
Should I? I'll walk over and kind of try to pick it up. Don't worry, I am a trained nurse.
See, she can pick it up, but you can't.
It's probably a good thing, Gert, because it seems to be seeping some sort of red liquid, like almost like it's not spongy, but when you grab it, it definitely like comes out almost like it was spongy and had this liquid absorbed in it.
Oh my!
It's kind of stinky.
Refrigeration.
Well, this is the.
Refrigeration.
He goes and he opens the door and he's looking at Gert expectantly. So you actually are going to pick it up?
I guess so, and
By
yeah,
yourself?
or at least try.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near it.
Okay.
Sure, yeah, I'll pick it up if I can. Just kind of nonchalantly, and also kind of thinking like, well, even if this is a biohazard, I'm dying anyway.
I'm just wafted
Okay.
in the smells of home at the moment.
You most certainly are. Um, in fact, um, you're kind of feeling a little panicky as you start to smell something that really feels evil to you, and
Yeah,
you don't want to be in here anymore.
gotcha. Okay, so if we could hurry this along, and I am backpedaling to the door.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is that if you take the uh, if you take my trouble that I am putting on you, you can get a fate point. If you want to avoid being in a panic and having a -2 at my leisure, then that's up to you.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You take it.
I'll take it. So, sir, we can and that's yeah, I gotta go.
All right, so you're gonna go out the door. So you're gonna push by the kid.
Yes,
Okay.
if
The
need be.
kid is looking at Gertie as you go to pick it up. Gert, as you pick it up, two things happen. Besides your hands getting messy, the front of your clothing gets covered with this ichor. Or is it ichor? How do you pronounce that? Is it ichor or ichor?
I
Icker.
thought it was Icker.
Okay, good. The other thing is the kid holding the door, who at first was looking at Charles like, "What's his problem?" and goes, "Christ!" and he like falls back against the door when you pick up the coffin from one end without a problem. Oh, you're really strong, miss, aren't you?
Oh, yes, yeah, I suppose. Well, I have worked a lot as his assistant. He has a weak stomach, as you can see, yeah? Well, thank you very much. Should take this off your hands.
As he's looking at you more closely now than he was before, because Charles was talking to him and you were kind of just there. He sees the hump on your back that's kind of, moving up and down under there as you lift this thing, and he looks truly unnerved, probably even a little frightened now. Um, so he's like, yeah, you take what you want, and he goes, and the door starts swinging. It's not locking, but it's like swinging, like it's not being held anymore, basically, as he leaves.
Yeah, I'll kind of follow him and say, yes, best not to look too close.
So Charles, you are running out the door to get away from the evil. Um, the kid yes, Thomas, is now kind of running past you, giving you a wide berth as he's running out the door.
You sense it too, huh? Yeah, we should probably get outside, get some fresh air.
Yeah, and Pearl, which I haven't given you much of a chance to do your thing yet, but you see that a young, skinny man comes running out of there, very disturbed, and Charles also running like he's frightened of something.
Hang on.
But before I make you react to that, I'm sorry. Go ahead and do your notice if you want on the card.
Okay. Okay. Uh,
Actually, I don't want to break the story. This wasn't the cart that brought it in, so I'll just say you don't sense it.
oh.
Just
Well,
so you
I
can go right
did
to the reaction.
anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna make you do it for nothing, but that's silly.
Well,
But
so
you see that.
where are you going? We just got here. What are you doing?
No. We trust me, Pearl. We should get as far away from this as humanly possible. If you are
Where's
human.
Daddy? Didn't we? What is happening?
Oh
It's
no
been
no. I'm like walking backwards. No,
Oh,
Gertie is taking care of the whole thing. Nothing to worry about.
are you okay?
I just bad memories. Yeah, we'll call them bad memories.
Oh, well, okay. I'm gonna take Oliver off of my neck because that's where I keep him. I don't know how to deal with people, and I'm gonna hold Oliver out. And be like, do you want to hold him? Would that make you comforted? And it's just like this little sea otter. He's really cute.
That is a good question. Set aside personal feelings. No, I don't believe that's proper.
Okay.
Are you trying to help him right now?
Yeah,
Get
just
composure?
calm him down because I don't know what's happening. All I see is he's freaking out. So I'm like,
All right. So if you want to use your empathy to assist him, I don't know. How was it again that you do that? With
To
assisting.
assist someone else?
Yeah, because I'm gonna let Tony use a will to try and overcome his fear attack. But how do we do an assist? I
You
guess
spend
look
a
it up
fate
if you
point,
don't know.
and the ally gets +2.
Oh, yeah, it's that simple. Okay. So yes, if you want to spend a fate point, he's going to roll a will to try and basically shake this off.
yeah,
You
I
can give
will
him a +2, so
if he wants to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, because okay. Oh, I made it go on the screen. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And she's just very concerned and confused. But
so you're gonna over. Oh, nice. You actually didn't even need it, but that works out great. So yes, so she pulls out the otter to you, and you feel very charmed by the little creature.
Wow, I must say that is one adorable little creature. What's its name?
his name's Oliver. He doesn't bite or anything usually.
Well, I will take it and pet it. Oliver. I had a cousin Oliver once. And kind of go into that calm trance.
He puts his little paws on either side of your chin and kind of tilts his head at you.
Oh.
Then you hear, "Mother of God!" from inside.
Trust me, son, there is no God.
And out comes Gertie.
Oh.
Carrying a coffin. It is out in front of her like this. Because that's the handle she could get and get through the door. So she's just this little bitty woman with a humpback holding a coffin straight out in front of her. People on the street seem a little concerned by this.
Yes, perhaps we should have been a little more subtle.
What?
Oh.
Why do you have that?
I am aware of the effect I have on men.
And Pearl now senses the evil coming from it as well.
Oh, she starts to backpedal too. Why? Why do you have that?
Well, this is the object we were sent to find, and destroy, I suspect.
Oh, get rid of it then.
Yes,
But don't throw it into the water. That's mine.
I concur. As quickly as possible.
Well, let us get this somewhere safe.
There is a cart in front of you. There are not a lot of people in front of you. They are backing away and muttering, "It's one of those things."
Yes. Right. No, it's not as heavy as it looks, everyone. And I try to calm the crowd. It's actually quite empty. Yeah.
All right,
Maybe?
so try to use your rapport.
I will try.
Have no fear. We are properly disposing of this medical waste.
No, Gert, no. Let me handle that. There.
I'll ask the guys here. Could we hire a cart?
There's no guys out there. The guy inside backed into another room. He hasn't come out. The other guy ran past these guys to go off and tell somebody something.
This cart looks fine, Gert.
You did not roll high enough by the looks.
Yeah.
People are not feeling calm. You can add to that. You can either do a re-roll or do a fate point to increase your roll. That's up to you.
I will re-roll, I think, because I don't think adding to that's going to help much. Come back to me. There we are. Empathy. Hey! Waste of time.
Okay, so you spent your fate point and it did nothing for you.
Yay.
Good job. Is that all you want to do?
Yes, because I think where it has, hasn't worked. It's in a little bit of a panic.
Okay. Yes, there does seem to be a general panic in the area now. Anybody else have any other actions, or are you guys going to go somewhere, or you're just
Look
going to
at
carry
Oliver!
on?
No.
Okay.
I will hand him back then. I think we should go.
I think so. I will take him back and then go over and pretend to help her lift the thing onto the cart.
Okay, you get this gross, bloody stuff on your hands and the front of you as well.
This is so bad. This is so bad.
Touching it is deeply uncomfortable to you. But I think you can handle it. I don't see anything specific here. The only thing I will say is that you do feel a sense of danger. And the weather is going to start storming up unless you want to spend a fate point to avoid that.
We'll let it happen. It's ominous.
Okay. So you guys notice that the area starts getting very cloudy and stormy, like very quickly, like very unnaturally so. Which the populace does notice as well.
Looks up and is just like, we should go. We should really go.
Where?
Where do you take a dead body? You take a dead body to a graveyard. Let's just go find a fucking graveyard. I don't know.
We don't know it's a body.
But it's...
Yeah, well, I understand. I understand. Are we supposed to destroy it? We don't even know what to do with it. Well, just go. Just go. Go.
Well, it was when a graveyard when there was a problem, right? How close are we to the edge of town here?
From where you are, if you're pulling a cart, probably an hour total.
Is there a graveyard close by?
There are 2 graveyards close to where you are.
Okay. I wouldn't know. Fuck. Let's just...
It's probably pretty unlikely that you know them.
Let's just go somewhere away where there aren't people.
Brilliant.
Okay, downtown is here.
Does the cart have a horse?
No.
We have a Gertie.
I mean, we can't really do much more damage now anyway.
Yeah.
It's out. Yeah, and on that same note, you do notice that some of the crowd seems to be psyching itself up to maybe confront you guys.
Right.
Well, on that note, while you guys think about that, back to the boys.
Oh
As a
no.
dick move, Gowan. Dick move.
All right, so Pierre is leading you guys towards Sally's apartment. He says to you, he says, "So, what kind of trouble is Sally in? You think she is hurt?"
I believe so. Claude?
We heard rumors that she may have been attacked.
Attacked by who or what? Like an animal or?
Do you get many animal attacks in New Orleans?
Not as much until recently. There have been more animals, dogs and cats, attacking people in alleys. Things like that. They seem to be riled up, the strays.
Is it the yellow fever?
I guess it's possible, though I haven't heard of it causing animals to do such things.
You're a doctor, no?
Well, I'm actually just a veterinarian, but they pay well.
I could say something really bad now, but I will not.
You not. This is a family show. God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. You won't tell, will you? He seems suddenly concerned.
I wouldn't even know who to tell. Not that I would.
Ah, quite.
I am more
Thank
concerned.
you.
I'm more concerned with Sally. If you could possibly hurry it up.
Yes, sir. We might have to go around. There seems to be a crowd.
A crowd.
Okay, so just so you noticed that it started getting dark and stormy. You wouldn't think much of it except for it was very fast. You also notice that there's a crowd with what seems to be a what's the word I'm looking for? Not angry, uglier element seems to be gathering not far from where you are, looking in and yelling slurs towards somebody. And as you come around the corner, and Pierre's starting to look for an alternate route, you see your three friends currently. Well, you know Pearl. You've met her once, Lesky.
Yeah.
And
I know the others.
Yes. Well, no. I was just going to say for Pearl's part of it.
All right, yeah.
Pearl and Gertrude are holding a coffin that seems to be dripping red fluids of some kind. And Charles is sitting there trying to calm the crowd.
Can I make a point of contention here?
Please.
We had a wagon.
Yeah.
What happened to that wagon?
It's at the train station. Nobody took it with them.
Thanks, Charles.
Hey,
Did we not take it with us because we
Guillaume has it.
We had it, or we just...
I honestly believe that you didn't take it because it was a relatively short walk and
Okay.
it's not insurmountable. If you look over to the top right panel, that's kind of the traffic, so it's not horrible.
Right,
you probably could have driven it.
But in their defense, if they were going to a place that stores packages, would they not have taken the wagon to load the wagon with possibly something?
Well, you might have thought that they had, but they didn't think of that.
honestly didn't think we were going to take it away until last minute.
All right, fair enough. I end my defense.
Old.
I mean, whatever that game is with the lawyer.
Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright.
Objection.
Objection!
There you go.
I'm done.
Okay. And Claude, you see two people that you obviously know well and one that you do not, though they do seem to be working together, and they are the focus of the angry crowd that is starting to rumble nearby to where you are. Not everybody getting aggressive, just this particular group is getting boisterous.
What do they seem to be doing? Not the crowd, but the other PCs.
Holding the box, like I said, Charles is trying to calm the crowd and talking over his shoulder. They seem to be looking, indecisive as to what to do next, and a little bit nervous because they've noticed the crowd is starting to get riled up. Also, Pearl has a comforted look on her face.
Riled up how so? Like fearful? Okay. Or they're angry against them, or
okay. So mood of the crowd, the whole crowd in general is kind of fearful, whispering. A few people running off, whatever. The ones that I said that you could hear that were relatively close by are a group of men who are starting to try and talk themselves into basically some sort of confrontation. That's your best guess. So they're yelling slurs, but they're kind of still doing that behind somebody kind of thing. Like, if somebody wasn't holding me back, but it looks like they're psyching themselves out.
What kind of slurs?
Basically about the freaks, the unnaturals, witches, devil's whore, that kind of stuff.
All right. I want to let's see here. I want to overcome. I want to overcome using my provoke skill.
Okay.
And I want to provoke them to draw their attention away from those three. And
how do you want to do that?
I want to say, I want to counterpoint them and say, what do you mean? What do you mean those freaks?
Okay, so you're basically trying to get them to argue with you.
Yes. Or bring their attention to me anyway, at least. I will certainly argue with them if they want to argue.
All right, so go ahead and do your provoke.
All right. I suck. The dice are not with me tonight.
Wow. Do you want to do anything about that, or?
Yeah, I'm going to use my other fate point.
Okay.
And I
to roll or to add +2? Probably want to re-roll on that.
Yeah, I want to re-roll. And I am, again, I hate to use it again, but I am also going to use Lost in Translation, and I'm going to shout things in Russian slurs. Very angry Russian slurs. So here we go for a second roll.
Good job.
Fair.
Hey!
All right. Good job. All right. Like, what do you got to say about it?
What do I got to say? What the matter? What is the matter here?
You like these freaks or something? They're dangerous, you know.
Do they look dangerous?
That one over there with the big hump, she was carrying that box by herself. She's unnatural.
Unnatural? Look at the sky above you. Is this not unnatural? Perhaps this is your doing. And I stare at him.
Okay. He's definitely focused on you. I'm not a witch. There's probably some spell they're casting.
Oh, a spell. The spell. Suddenly everyone is Baba Yaga.
Well, maybe I should shut your mouth for you.
Perhaps,
talk big. Can you back it up?
Perhaps you should try.
Oh, alrighty then. How big are you again? Just so I know.
I am fairly big. My physique is a fair.
Okay. All right. And whatchamacallit? Uh, what
But
is your? Oh, go ahead.
by the way, when we start combat, next combat we start, I now use my shoot skill instead of my notice skill.
Okay. You did a swaparoo.
I did a swaparoo, so I have quick on the draw.
Okay.
If I
That's cool.
spend, I can't use it because it's a stunt, and I have no more fate points. Never mind.
I didn't get a chance to give you more after that.
No, I
Not
will
yet.
give you plenty of choices, plenty of chances.
Okay, so they're kind of like almost like deciding who amongst them is going to fight you, and Mr. Loudmouth says, "Well, I'd take him. No foreigner's going to tell me."
Are you sure about that? And I pat Claude on the shoulder.
What? 2-on-1? And Claude, what's your physique again?
My physique is +1 average.
Okay. He doesn't look like so much.
Oh.
Looks can be deceiving, pal.
All right. Then you pick one of you, and I will show you the way.
And Pierre, by the way, is kind of like, I don't get that. He's not on your side on this.
Oh, he may not.
Not because he likes them.
Oh, but you see, and I take my hand off Claude's shoulder and I put it on his shoulder, and I see we have even brought a physician for you.
He kind of squeaks like, "What are you doing?"
What am I doing?
Make a show of cracking my knuckles.
I look back.
Okay, so
I look back at the loudmouths and I say, "Have you chosen?"
all right, so yeah, so Mr. Loudmouth and one of his toadies, they will come towards you.
All right. We shall play one hit for one hit, shall we not? And I will give you the first hit.
Okay. So Mr. Big Shaw starts dancing around. He's trying to make it look like he knows what he's doing. He does not. You've seen fighters before.
Come on, right here, right in the jaw. Give it.
Okay.
Give it.
Go ahead and defend.
Oh my god.
You mean just roll fight?
However you want to defend. Okay. With style, so you get a boost on him.
Okay. I just absorb the hit, and I look at him, and perhaps with style, I will use a free invoke.
Okay.
On my. Is it really provoke intimidation? What skill do I use for intimidation? Is it provoke?
Yeah, it's provoke.
Oh man, I need to raise that. No, actually, I'm going to use.
You catch his hand. So you've got him by the hand. You've got one of his hands under your control right now.
No, I don't. I take the hit, but I turn my body in such a way that I lessen. Like I turn away from the blow.
Okay.
Like I want to take the hit, but I'm doing
nope,
like
I was just gonna say that instead he does that, but he's off balance because he doesn't expect it to
all right.
to land the way that it did.
There's nothing I can use a free invoke for.
It's okay. You get the boost, which means you can just use that against him on your attack.
All right. Now is my turn. You stand. You stand right there. You stand completely still, and I shall hit you.
Okay, and he is looking at you very uncertainly because you think that he was putting everything he had into that hit.
You stand right there. Don't back away. You stand.
He's got a half a step like he's going to back away.
Now you're saying I have +2 to this roll?
If you want to use your boost, yes.
All right. No, I'm going to use it.
Can I interject with something at just this moment?
Sure.
What do you want to say?
So I'll say to Charles as this is happening, Charles, could you get the cart? And then I will kind of yell out, dangerous cargo, stay away! Possible yellow fever case.
Oh God, yes, I will do as she asks.
Okay. But,
And
wait a minute, but, that's all good. But, let me finish the scene before you actually take the scene.
All right. I think, though, I want to pause for a second. I think there might be a misunderstanding about the fate point. I'm misunderstanding or there's just a general misunderstanding. But when you spend a fate point to get yourself a +2, don't you have to don't you have to invoke a aspect in order to do so?
When you use the boost, you're using the temporary aspect that I'm giving you. That's why I was trying to describe like some reason why you're getting the boost.
Right.
You're using that.
Yeah, you have to invoke one of your aspects on how that influences the boost.
No, the boost is basically a temporary aspect with a free invoke on it.
How do you invoke your aspects?
With fate points.
But what do you get for that?
What do you mean? What do you get from it?
That's what I mean. That's where you get the +2. That's how you get. That's how you either get the +2 or you get the. You can't just spend a fate point and get a +2. You have to attach a aspect.
Yeah, you have to use an aspect, right? What I'm saying is for you to use the +2 from the boost, you're using the temporary aspect.
Right. Which what
getting
I'm saying,
the bonus because you got a good roll. That's why you're getting it.
No. I know what I'm getting this for.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, Gertie, who just yelled out, back away, biohazard, this could be, yellow fever. One of the world aspects is yellow fever resurges. She could use that aspect to gain +2 if she spends a fate point.
Correct.
To keep people away from her, is what I'm trying to
and
say.
I'm going to.
Right. But what I was saying is that that's going to take the focus completely away from the scene that we're in at the moment, so I didn't want to jump to that yet. I thought she just wanted to make a comment on what you were doing.
We're still learning fate, so I just want to be clear.
Right.
All right.
I get it. I want you to finish up this portion, and then
hold on.
We'll mix the two.
I just thought it would be funny if I said this and he backed away as he was about to hit him.
Right.
Because I was yelling out yellow fever.
Right.
All right. So the first roll there is a fluke because I put a plus.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Never put a plus.
Yeah. Never use the plus. Pluses are bad. Pluses are bad. All right. He is cold cocked.
Do we want to go 2 for 1? Yeah. I look at his.
Okay.
I look at his features.
Now you've knocked him out. Thank God I'm going to be getting you all together. So you knocked him out. The crowd is now turned to the excitement of what's going on there. Or that part of the crowd, the angry part of the crowd. Gert, you wanted to use your aspect and try to get the rest of the crowd to back away and let you go. You see that something is going on in the back of the crowd, and you see your friends in the back fighting. And Molesky just knocked somebody down. So go ahead and say what you were going to say now.
Effortlessly,
because he was a nameless NPC.
Yes, health inspectors here. Possible yellow fever case. Disposing of dangerous medical waste. Keep away. keep away.
Okay, so you want to try to provoke, which is in this case you're trying to provoke a fear attack. So you can do that. Make your roll.
Well, I rolled a deceive, but it'd be the same
Yeah, that's fine. If
level
you
as
want to
my
use deceive,
provoke.
a
So
level could be made for that. I mean,
I rolled a 2 base, and I'm gonna
oh,
invoke
you're up
the
there.
yellow fever resurges to add +2 to that.
Okay, so you'll spend a point.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it's up there. Sorry, I have my chat window over that part of things. All right. So that will go away. You get that with whatchamacallit. You get that with a free invoke. Or a boost, I'm sorry, because it's technically kind of an attack. Right. Which one is it? This is an overcome, or is this a no, because they get to defend. Okay, so this is an attack. So you get a boost. And which is basically the crowd is definitely afraid of you. Not to mention they're now in turmoil because of what's going on over there and the fact that it has started pouring on everybody. A big old storm. Chaos. So the crowd starts moving away from you. The angry boys saw their friend get knocked down. They're kind of like putting up their hands like, oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. And the crowd parts. You guys all are within the same zone. Welcome.
Charles, do you have the carriage yet?
Yes, yes. Let's go quickly before this well, let's go quickly anyway.
Okay, I'll put the coffin on the carriage and, I guess I'll sit on top, kind of holding it, make sure it doesn't drop, and, edge of town, or where? Where are we going?
Edge of town sounds great.
Now, this does not have a horse, so you
I know.
sitting on it isn't moving it. Okay.
I thought she was going to pull it.
Oh, I meant the carriage that was at the train station. But
That's not here.
That's the other
Right.
right, I meant Charles should go get that. But okay, I guess I will pull this carriage then. Because that's only going to look slightly less suspicious.
Well, hopefully going out of range. We'll see. Can't get any worse. Or can it?
You
What
never
about
say
the
that. That's bad.
what about you other two? What are you doing? Are you walking over to your friends?
No. Well, I'm not, and not unless Claude
Okay.
makes the move because we're on our own.
No.
We're kind of on our own tasks.
Yeah. We're gonna keep on going with Pierre.
I continually provoke the other two until I can see that the other group is out of harm's way.
Okay.
What about you? Do you want to take a swing? Do you want to perhaps go?
No, I don't want to go. And they actually were backing away from you
When they
after
back
you
away,
took him out.
I continue to take a step or two.
Okay, so you're gonna like chase them.
Well, I'm not gonna. If they run away, I'm not gonna chase them. But if they back,
If you
if they step away, I will maintain my distance. But if they turn and walk away, I will stop.
Okay. So basically, they will back away about 2 steps, and if you follow them, they'll actually book it.
All right. Oh, then yeah, until they book it, I stop.
Okay.
And then we're like,
Kills
All right.
anyone
and then
I
I
have dibs
turn
on
to
their
Claude
skull.
and I see, that is why I am here.
Uh-huh. I see that.
Because I knew you were wondering. I see it in your eyes.
Sure, that's what you're seeing
I
in my
mean,
eyes. Yep.
and then I cock my head like as if I'm not like looking at a humanoid figure. I'm kind of like, is though your eyes are they there?
Yeah.
Okay,
As long
just
as I maintain my concentration.
just checking.
Okay, so just to be clear, before we go forward with anything, I want to make sure everybody's on the same page. What is your task exactly?
We're following the physician that's leading us to Sally's apartment.
Who, yes,
We
in a
are.
minute, he's going to try to run away. But, but what are your grand mission? Like, why are you doing that?
Why are we tracking down Sally?
Yes.
Because isn't we believe that she is, and Claude, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me. I had this. I just had this pulled out. We believe that she perhaps is the the young girl covered with her head crushed in, her face crushed in. Maybe.
So
Yeah.
you're thinking that she is from the vision.
We think she's connected to this whole thing.
Yeah, a faded wooden sign with a busty maiden on it, beckoning. And then when we went there, it was basically a whorehouse. And then if we look at the other premonitions, a lot of them are men. The few that are women is either, a dirt covered young woman or young girl with the left side of her head and face crushed, back tattered, her. How does it? All right.
Her back is tattered ribbons.
Back tattered ribbons, as if like cut with like knives, that kind of tattered ribbons.
So what you're saying is that you think that the whore with the gray hair at the bar is the young girl?
No, Sally.
Yes, Sally, which the woman in the last game, she talked about how yes, she did have a couple gray hairs that she thought she covered.
Okay, so she's not young. All right, there is another one though. There's an old woman somehow dragging a wooden cook stove attached to her leg, setting fires to houses, and then there's actually a lot of women in this premonition. Holy crap! She could be any one of these women. So unless the GM is going to enlighten us how Sally is not any of these women, we are going to proceed with tracking.
No, I wanted to know what your goal was. Because I know that your primary goal. Wait a minute. Your primary goal. Your primary goal when you were at the shipyard is you were looking for the coffin. So I was just surprised that when you saw the coffin that you were going to leave. So I was making sure that I didn't mistranslate something because I know that last game that was a concern.
No,
so
you're not mistranslating anything. What happened during last game is we originally agreed to split up and try to cover multiple aspects of this vision, but that didn't happen, and we all went to search for the ship and the coffin.
Okay, so you're here looking. So you're here looking for people that are hurt or dying, basically.
No,
that's what you're doing right now.
No. We're looking for Sally
from the vision. From the vision,
we're following a lead that we believe may pertain to why Robert saw the busty maiden sign.
Yep. Yes. Nope. That's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything. That was all.
No.
All right. So.
But what you're conferring confusion though, because you are the person running the game and you are asking us why are we following this lead when you are giving us the impression that the lead that we're following is useless.
No, it was the fact that last game when I didn't try to correct anybody's information, I got told that I wasn't making it clear and that I wasn't reiterating things. So this game, I'm trying really hard to make sure that I'm not misleading anybody.
You're overcompensating.
No, because I think, to be fair, the fact is you were saying a young person, and he was pointing out how they were older. So to clarify,
that was only the first.
Yes,
premonition.
which is what was honed in on.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Are we all good?
What we're doing is we're following a lead that we think is important.
Yep, and that's totally fine. I just wanted to make sure.
No, it's that simple. It is that simple.
Okay. So you two are over by on the sidewalk, where the uglier part of the crowd was.
Yep.
You three are trying to pull a cart like out of sight, basically. That's the impression I'm getting, right? Because you want to have him go back and try to get the cart with the horse on it? Or are you actually just going to go and look for a cemetery or something? What are you guys doing?
How close is the train depot?
Half-hour walk.
It was a half an hour.
Well, hopefully there won't be too many people out with this rain anymore.
Probably not. The crowd around here definitely thinned quite a bit, but that might have had something to do with you guys.
No.
Okay, well, I will start pulling this thing toward the edge of town and kind of look for back alleys when possible, but
Okay.
And kind of avoid crowds if possible.
And you three are all staying together for that, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna say that you guys can do a stealth, but we're gonna do, and this is actually a new mechanic for me, so I apologize. I want to make sure that we do this right. Yes, Jamie?
Can I just interject for a second? Sorry.
You can.
Sorry, I don't mean to backseat. I really don't. But your Yui is missing something that people can actually do.
What's that?
One of the options of spending fate points that should be under invoking should be you can declare a story element. Because the way fate works, players have a lot more narrative control than in other games like D&D. So you can spend a fate point to declare a story detail to add something to the narrative based on one of your aspects. So perhaps you know a guy, or perhaps you one of your aspects perhaps leads you into a certain direction that the narrative follows. Of course, since Jim is running the game, Jim has to agree with it, of course. But that is one thing that we can do as players. This fate as a game system gives a lot more power to the players for narrative control than other games in that way. And I'm done.
Good point. Okay, so stealth?
Yes. I was going to look up just to make sure that I got it right, because you guys are going to do contest. I believe. Where's the challenges? It's when you're trying to do an extended one. So let's make sure I got it right here.
Why did it have to start storming now of all times? How will we burn it now?
Well, and that is an aspect that actually in this case you'll be able to use to help with stealth rolls as well.
true.
You say that out loud, she's just gonna kind of whisper, I can't help it.
This is your doing?
Faye, you
I didn't do it on purpose.
can do that? Ah, fascinating.
Well, it's fascinating you can lift such heavy things.
Anyway, then yes.
Okay.
Look, we have body parts to burn. Okay.
This is not where I thought my day was gonna go, to be honest.
You and me both.
I neither.
All right. So, to get to the edge of the city, which is what you're looking to do without being seen, okay? Which is your goal, correct? Right? Okay.
Ideally.
So, we're going to do a contest. So, basically, to do the contest, there have to be 4 successes. The first party that gets 4 successes wins the contest. Okay? So, in this particular case, the city is the party that you're going against. So, you guys will be using your stealth, whatever aspects you want to use at the time, helping each other, etc., to try to get out of the city without being noticed. And let me also, while we're at it, move the clock ahead because you have used up another hour.
And by successes, do you mean shift or 4 rolls that are higher than the opposing one?
You basically are going to roll higher shifts than the opposition.
Okay.
And you have to.
Okay.
So basically, you can either win it or get a tie, and there's different results for that. So if you get the highest result, you win that particular exchange. Okay. So winning the exchange means you score a victory. You need 4 victories to do it. If you succeed with style and no one else does, you get to mark 2 victories. So if they don't succeed as well, then you get 2 victories. And I'll actually bring a clock forward for this to keep track of it. If there's a tie, no one gets a victory and an unexpected twist occurs. That'll happen basically. Either I or you guys can come up with a twist that you want to happen. Oh, and I'm sorry, it's 3 victories, not 4. Apologize. So that's what we're going to do. Let me grab. Well, the way clock.
And are we all rolling stealth or just one person?
Whoever has the highest stealth, I'm gonna say, can make the rolls, and you guys can use aspects to, which means spending fate points on those aspects to try and help with those rolls.
Okay.
Mine is +3. Mine's good.
Wow.
Mine is 0.
Mine is 0. I spell steam.
But you guys can still try to assist her. So that means.
Gertie, do you have a
What?
little steam whistle on your apparatus?
I do now.
Oh no! No, it's too late.
The GM does not approve this story element.
Good.
Damn it!
Next, we'll be having a friggin' hovercraft. Oh my god!
No, absolutely
Okay.
not.
That is your call whether you do that or not. But Jamie does have a point. It would be funny. So you can use the like you did earlier. You can use aspects from the world right now. You can use the current situational aspect, which I should have put on here for you. I apologize. Which is the current weather problem, thanks to your friend losing herself.
Which is what, under the scene? Or the session?
What's that? I'm going to put it under the session. I just forgot to put
All
it
right.
on there.
So it's going to persist during the whole session?
For now, yes.
All right.
Choo choo, all aboard the Gertie.
Exactly.
You can ride the Gertie. Yes, I'll let you.
No riding the Gertie. No riding the Gertie.
Is what she said.
All right,
No,
so
that's what he said.
You don't know the
Hunter.
preference?
All right, you're right. I don't know the preference. I've been corrected.
I have many horsepower.
Help.
all right, so
Okay.
please make your first stealth roll.
And I don't add anything. I just hit submit.
Unless you specifically want to spend a fate point and invoke a aspect to do so. But I would wait until you roll first, so you don't waste a fate point for nothing. Your friends also have the same ability to do so.
When a player invokes an aspect, they can also invoke any character aspect that they're with. If they do
Right.
so, that particular player gets the fate point.
I got a 3.
Okay.
Which I guess is
That
the worst
is
I could get.
Yes, it is. That is going to give you a tie, so it is up to you. I'll let you know that.
So I get to decide.
If you want to spend a fate point on
if we want to
using an aspect, or if your friends want to,
Right. So
or if you want to accept the tie.
if you want to invoke, say, Charles' high concept of fear of punishment, meaning that he would cower in the shadows and be, more successful in stealthing, you could spend a fate point, get +2 to your roll, and Charles would get the fate point.
Okay.
But
What?
Jim is the GM, so he has final say on that.
Yeah, but basically, if people think that it works, I'm very seldom going to go against it. So you just got
That's
to
one way how the players can trade fate points amongst themselves.
right.
Okay. Well, I will ask Charles and Gertie, do you guys want to try for a tie? Fuck. Oh my god, I totally just messed up my map.
What do you
There
mean?
you go. Nothing. I was fucking with it. To look at everyone's stuff. Do you guys want to try and see what the tie will bring, or try and get +2?
I suggest +2.
I agree.
I don't have many. I have 1 point left, and I'd like to save it for a later test, but
I got 2, so if you do one now, and we'll still have 2 in reserve, I don't mind using.
Okay, so if I use 1, can I say because it's raining and I can kind of control it to make visibility less for them but better for us? Is that how that would work?
Yeah, so
you
you're
basically
invoking the stormy days aspect that Jim put in this
Okay.
session.
Okay.
right.
So
So
I
that
would use,
basically would add either a +2 or you'd re-roll.
I would like to add. Okay. Well, I'd like to add +2 because if 3's the worst I could do, I could still get a 3, and I know it's guaranteed to +2.
Okay.
So I will do that, and that's gone. Okay. So
All
now we
right.
have 5.
All right. So you get a 1 on there. Hey, that's not very big. Oh, because I'm zoomed out. Okay. So you took that victory. You have 1 victory.
I
All
have
right.
to do it again.
You will have to do it again. So basically, you've gotten a third of the way through the town. You're going through the alleys. You're dodging people that you hear chatting on the street or splashing in puddles, and you're at an intersection that you've got to cross.
Okay. How could I do that?
How could you do that?
Because I got 3 negatives.
Did you?
No. It
Wow.
literally pops up and I hit submit.
Hold on. Let me check and see what your thing says. You've got 3 minuses and a 0. That's why. You just got an absolute garbage roll. That's why.
Okay.
So you did not take it. So you have the same choices as last time. Or you can let them have a victory. One of 3 victories.
No, I will not allow that.
Yeah,
I don't know why she does what she does.
What'd you say?
Well, I don't know why or how Pearl or why Pearl does the weather thing. We just know that she does it.
Yeah, I don't even know if it would be obvious that she's the one that did that.
She told us.
Yeah, said
sorry, I
I
missed
can't
that part.
control it. Well, it would probably be the same as when you were freaking out and running away. She was very distressed when people started yelling and then the coffin and feeling its vibe. So I don't know if you would pick up the fact that it's emotional.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. I'm willing to use my fate point. I just don't know what I'm going to be able to invoke.
Well, you can invoke the same thing, the stormy aspect, to basically say that the weather is helping you. You can... Oh, somebody pinged. You can use one of your aspects or one of their aspects to basically try to create it. You just got to explain how. So, like, if you were using your fear of punishment because you know how to hide very well to avoid getting, beat up and whipped, or you wanted to use, let's see, Gertie's got maybe the... I don't even know how you would use that. I'll let you guys figure that part out.
Yeah. Don't forget you have the world aspects and the session aspect to pull from as well.
And the last time that you guys did the Unnamed walking the streets, or no, the yellow fever serves, that actually was the aspect that Gert used as an example to try and make the crowd, more fearful. So.
Reconstruction is going on. Could we go to a place does that mean like government or like the town? Because if we can go to places where there's a lot of construction.
That means the city is being rebuilt after the war. So you definitely could find places in the city that are easier to hide, maybe, on your way there. If you want to use that.
I can use that if you want to keep your fate points.
No, I don't need to keep them because actually it'll transfer to you if I use your aspect of the stormy weather. Right? Is it the stormy weather or something to do with the weather?
Yeah.
Stormy weather one is not actually her aspect though. In this particular case, it's just it's a session aspect that made part of the story details.
But yeah, because I didn't do it on purpose.
Right.
Well, still, we can do that if we go through, try and find construction places.
Okay, so go ahead and spend the fate point and either add +2 or re-roll. Now you got 3 negatives, which is pretty unlikely, so maybe a re-roll would be enough to get you by.
I will let Charles decide because he's the one spending the fate point.
Yeah, because otherwise we'll just get 2. And
yeah.
Your minimum, other than a botch, is 3. So.
Okay. Okay, good.
Oh, look at
that. All right. So go ahead and spend your fate point. Just toss it on the table. I'll get rid of it, or you can delete it.
There you go.
Whatever you want to do. All right. So.
If you say we still lost after that, I swear.
What's that?
I said, if you say we still lost after all that,
No, 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 no. You just didn't succeed with style. I was hoping,
Okay.
but didn't quite. Um, all right. So now you're going through a constructed area. You know the edge of town is relatively close. So go ahead and make that last roll and see if you get out. You're doing really well so far.
Oh yeah.
All right. As long as they don't do great, you're good. All right. You made it to the edge of town.
How can you see in this weather? I will need derusting after this. How will we get rid of this? Should
Oh.
Are we supposed to?
we? Should we?
Uh,
I don't know. I just don't want to touch it. Yeah.
I don't even know. So is there any like tree? Is there any water around at the edge of the city?
There's water pretty much everywhere, one form or another, because it's a swampy area besides the river.
Okay.
What part of the edge of town did you go to? Just the closest point you could get to?
I assume so.
Yeah, so you basically would be like behind the city, and it would be like swamp and then grass and some trees. It's
Okay.
You can find a swampy area. There's also a lake up north, which you would be going in the right direction for.
Okay. She's just gonna get off the cart and be like, I'll be right back, and go to the water and get in it and just try and calm down while they figure out what the fuck they're doing with that.
What water are you getting into? Into the swampy water that's nearby, or the lake that's a little bit out of the way still?
Can I see the lake?
You can sense the lake, but not see it from where you are. There's still too many trees and stuff in the way.
Okay. Can we go a little bit further, actually?
All right. All right.
Then I will take it to the lake and then get in the lake.
All right. So I'm gonna swap back to the boys. So Pierre is just as you're watching your friends leave. Pierre is taking a step like he wants to try to slink away.
Please don't. Where are you going?
I just nowhere.
Are you not concerned for Sally's safety?
To be perfectly honest, I'm slightly concerned for my own.
From who?
We're not going to hurt you.
Yes, we are not going to hurt you. If anything, we will protect you.
You will? He's looking at the guy on the ground. Is kind of
Yes, we want to find our friend Sally.
Oh, okay.
Or do you know something? Perhaps you're not telling us about Sally?
No, I don't know anything.
Well, then,
No, please.
Then we will protect you.
Okay. I'll take you there. Just please come this way. You follow him, I take it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he leads you down a few more streets. It's not too far. It's a pretty run-down building. A little apartment house or a house full of rooms. He has a room here.
He has a room or she has a room?
Hey.
Okay. Show us.
Okay. He goes and opens the door, and he leads you upstairs.
No key is needed?
Well, her room would be locked, probably. This is a boarding house.
Okay. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
Are there any
Nice.
other occupants that are out, like, hanging out in the hallway or out front or?
Not out front, but do you go in?
Well, we follow him.
Okay. So you go inside the door, and there is a parlor with some lower class people hanging out.
Okay.
Uh, and they're just sitting around. Like one of them is reading in the corner, and another one's just kind of like half sleeping, and a couple others are muttering and talking to each other.
Okay. Any of them look odd? As in they
One of them,
they could
question
be
mark glowing over their head,
like no,
spinning.
I mean like they could be like us, like unnamed. Like that odd.
Um, they don't look that odd. You do not have any magical senses,
You're
so
right,
you
I do
wouldn't be able
not.
to do much with that.
You're absolutely not. I'm just sometimes there's obvious features,
Mhm.
like Gertie,
Yep, that's true. That's
and the
true.
rest of us there are not so obvious features.
Like you.
What are you saying? Anyways, continue.
You don't look like Gertie.
We don't look. I'm calling Chris out. I like to call Chris out. It seems to be a favorite pastime.
Yeah, clearly.
All right,
Not
so
everyone can be as awesome as me.
You are 100% correct. Continue to be awesome, no matter what anyone else says, including myself.
I'll hold you to that.
I completely expect you will. And Jim?
okay, so yes.
No, continue.
Okay. So he stops at the bottom of the stairs when he realizes you're looking around at the other people. He
Yeah.
says, "Her room's up here. Her room's up here."
All right. Lead on.
Okay. You go upstairs, and three doors on the left is her room, number 8.
All right. Is there anyone in the hallway other than us?
Nope.
All right. I try the doorknob.
Okay. The doorknob does not lock, or it's not locked, I should say.
All right.
So yes.
I open the door. I go.
Okay.
I go, Sally.
Okay.
Sally there.
You do not get a response.
Okay. I continue to open the door.
Yep. No, you got the door open,
Okay. What does the room
and you
look
go
like?
inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got a small twin bed, disheveled with dirty sheets and blankets. It's got a little table that she has a cracked mirror on, a small cracked mirror.
Okay.
Bunch of garments and makeup things around and such, and it is empty
I check the bed. Is the
of
bed
people.
is the bed made or is it
No, no, it's
unmade
completely
or
disheveled.
it's disheveled?
Yep.
Are there stains or are
There are signs of a struggle.
signs of a struggle?
You know, why don't you roll a notice and see if you notice the stains
All
on
right.
there?
All right. Thank you, Mister. Thank you, DM.
You want me to roll a notice too?
Only if you want to know what disgusting stains there are on the bed.
Certainly.
No, that's all you.
Okay, you notice disgusting stains on the bed.
All right. All right. Do I know what these things
No,
are?
they're not bloody. You can probably
They're
guess
just-
what
they're
a couple
just-
of them are.
They're just normal
Yeah.
stains.
Yeah, it's a disgusting, dirty bed.
Yeah. Because washing
And
machines.
probably used.
Washing machines didn't exist.
Yes, and she's probably brought her work home a few times.
All right. That's all I need to know.
I was hoping we didn't have to go there, but
Well, we don't. We don't. The role was to see if there was anything beyond that.
oh, like a big obvious blood stain. I got it.
Right. Well, I don't know if it's
Right.
obvious. Is it obvious?
No, there's no blood stain on there.
All right. Is there like a desk or a table, or is there like a journal or any?
Nope, she has that little desk that I told you with the cracked mirror on it that's got some cosmetics and stuff on it.
All right.
She doesn't have any writings anywhere.
Are there any pamphlets or flyers or pieces of paper that are advertising anything or Is there anything
The
that seems like she has, more than mild interest in?
Nope. The only thing you see is a part of a newspaper that was burned halfway in the fireplace that's just sitting there.
She has her own fireplace?
Most of the rooms have a little fireplace in them, yeah.
All right. I didn't realize New Orleans was that cold, but all right.
Well, they do now.
All right.
Why don't you tell me what New Orleans is like there, buddy?
Well, it's rather warm.
Uh-huh.
It's cold at night.
Yeah, well, all right, maybe.
It's currently December, so, sometimes it gets chilly.
It doesn't get that chilly, but all right.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's a game.
No. Jamie wants to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
You're absolutely right. No,
if you're acclimated to temperatures that are above the 90s on a normal day, getting down into the 50s might seem chilly. You might want to warm yourself.
Well, that's why you would have a fireplace in the sitting room.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm being an asshole.
Okay.
Continue.
Yes, you are.
Also, there's weird weather phenomena around here.
Yeah, you don't know what that's
Unnamed.
about. Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Mind your business.
having a fireplace in every room seems a little much.
Okay.
All right. Anyways,
Is there anything around the room that looks like it's broken or like there's no signs of a struggle or anything?
No.
Where is Sally?
This is her room. I don't know where she is.
Do you know any of her usual customers?
Well, they come there. I mean, the foreman at the Cart Before the Horse, he goes there a lot. Sometimes he does business with her.
What Cart Before the Horse? What is this you speak of?
The porterhouse. We passed it where that crowd was.
Right. What was the name of this gentleman?
Bart Blank. I think he has a lazy eye. He's always wearing a bowler's hat.
Oh, a bowler hat, you say?
Yes, he thinks that it makes him charming.
And wave the eye.
A bowler hat never makes you charming.
Maybe it does, Jamie. I say it does.
I have to go AFK for a second.
You just muted yourself.
No, he's leaving.
Oh my god,
He's
getting
only
a
here to
fucking
disrupt the
bowler hat.
game.
He's getting
He's
a hat.
only here to disrupt the game, obviously.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
A bowler hat.
I think you look very charming, Jamie. Thank you for getting that prop.
A bowler hat never.
You're still
Can you
muted.
Can you give us a lazy eye now? That would be good.
A bowler hat never makes you charming.
No,
Never.
I disagree. Now, could you give us a lazy eye?
I don't know if you can see that.
It's not lazy enough for my taste.
I don't even know what I look like, by the way. So, good luck with that.
Okay, so you ask him that question. I assume that you don't get a bowler's hat, or are you creating a scene detail that I didn't know about?
No, I'm not.
Because that is one of the things you can do in the game. You can make a scene detail.
I can, if I spend a
You
fate
can-
point, which I don't have.
You can spend a fate point.
Which I don't have.
Okay.
I
Keep going.
Claude has fate points.
Claude, your friend really seems to want a hat. Could you make a hat for him?
No.
Or a wave
I'll
the
stretch
eye.
my arms out in the shape of a hat over his head.
All right. What does the physicians think of this?
No, I'm kidding. I'm not actually going to do that.
So you say this guy, his name is Bart.
Yeah, that's one of the people that she sees.
Yeah, and what was his last name?
I think it was like Blanc.
Bart Blanc?
I think so. Why, do you think he did something to her?
I don't know, but
Were you looking for him?
we will find out.
Does that mean I can go?
Claude, are we done? Are we done with the veterinarian?
Yeah, I reckon we are.
It was nice. He's backing out, bowing his head.
You've
His
been
head
most
nods
helpful,
out.
Doc.
Thank you. Goodbye. Good luck.
So Bart, Blanc.
I stay in the room just in case, for a second, in case Claude wants to express anything to me.
Express your love of bowler hats to him.
No? All right. I say we go to the cart before the horse and find the Bart's.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan to me.
Very well.
Okay. So you're going to backtrack to the porterhouse?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just for the sake of speed, we will say that you get back to the porterhouse. The door is closed. The crowds have started to normalize a little bit, though it is still raining. So they've got their umbrellas and such.
Door's closed, but it's not locked, right?
Right.
Okay, let's go in.
Jamie, you concur with that?
I concur.
Okay. So you guys go in. What's that?
Nothing. Continue.
Okay. You guys go in. In there is Robert behind the desk. He looks a little bit disheveled, but nothing too crazy right now. He looks up when you guys come in. He goes,
He's still recovering from the last players that were here.
yes. And now you guys are gonna mess. What's the fate point for?
Nothing. I just it was there. So should it be removed?
Oh. Yeah, I think
All right.
Tony forgot to delete it. That's all. I saw it move, and I was like, I thought it was for some reason.
No, it was just
Yep. So anyway, so he's like, can I help you, gentlemen?
the guy at the desk or the whatever. Does he have a lazy eye?
No.
We are looking for Bart.
For Bart. Okay, well, as far as I'm aware, he was dropping off a few things, and then he was free for until later tonight. Is there something I can help you with?
Are you expecting him back?
He should be back about probably 5 o'clock.
What time is it now?
It is 2 o'clock.
Where did he go?
He went to drop off a package, and then he was going to take a couple hours to himself before he came back because he's going to work tonight.
I look at Claude.
Was it something I can help you with, or
Or I look at Claude, but I'm basically giving Claude an opportunity to do something before I do something.
that's not ominous at all.
It should never sound ominous.
Someone's
Can we
gonna
come
get
back later?
robbed.
He will be, but are you friends of his? Like, what is it that you need?
We're like friends of friends.
He looks at you. He's had a rough day. He's like, okay, and he's looking at you expectantly. Is there going to be trouble?
No.
Listen, I've had a really interesting day, gentlemen. If you want to come back when Bart is here, you want to find him on your own, that's fine, but I've got work to do.
I mean, we would love to find him on our own if you could possibly tell us where he is.
Well, it's not something that normally we do. You can, if you want, you could try to take an action of some kind to convince him. We don't exactly give out the addresses of where we bring packages.
I don't care
Or
where you
people's
bring
homes
packages.
address.
I just want Bart.
This is an urgent
Bart
matter.
is delivering a package. What is the urgent matter? He's getting agitated
And
now.
the urgent matter is we believe he knows important information that we need to know.
Are you police?
Of a sort.
Are you trying to convince him that you're police?
Nope. But I am trying to convince him that we will lay down the law.
Okay. So you want to intimidate him?
Yeah. So would that be,
Okay.
that would be, again, provoke?
That would be a provoke.
Ugh. I need to raise my...
What do you
Goes
What do
better
you
than
have
it
that
did
you
last
thought
time?
was provoke?
I guess athletics, because my athletics is way high.
Wait a minute, you thought athletics was provoke?
No, I didn't think athletics was provoke, but I don't know why.
Oh.
I don't know why I put athletics as high as I did, and provoke so low.
Well, probably because athletics is good for defense.
I mean,
I would imagine.
next time we are allowed to switch things around, I'm probably going to be raising provoke.
Are you just trying to swap it with athletics? Is that what you're saying?
No. You continue
Okay.
as is. I mean, if my provoke
Okay.
is the way it is, that's my fault. That's not your fault.
Nope, I was just giving you the option to make a swap. That's all.
Absolutely
Okay.
not. It's my fault. You should not
Let him fail.
You should not recover from my fault.
Okay. So, did you make a roll? You did make a roll.
didn't-
No,
I
that's
did
your
not make a
notice.
roll.
You made a
I did not
notice.
make a roll.
Okay.
Would you like me to make a provoke roll?
Yes, I would. All right. You were successful.
Okay.
And he's already had a hard day. He's like, please, for the love of God, if you want to know where he went, fine. And he gives you an address for a house. He's bringing a barrel of pickles to this house. Yes,
Barrel
pickles.
of pickles?
Pickles, Jamie. Let it go. It's pickles.
That's picklicious.
So he gives you the address to the house, and he says, "Is that enough for you to leave?"
I look at Claude.
Think we got what we need.
Just don't tell him that I'm the one that sent you.
Of course, but if we don't find him, of course we're going to be back. Because this is
What if he left already?
Well, this is the only place we know he works. So obviously, if we don't find him, we're going to come back here.
Okay, so he's covering his head. He's like rubbing it. And he's like, okay. He said that he was going to go to the Forward Maiden afterwards to spend some coin before he does some grave digging job tonight.
So why didn't you just say that?
Because
Blah, blah.
Jesus Christ. He stops.
Poor Jim.
He moves over your head.
You just stop there. We are done. Claude, let's go.
Been a pleasure.
I'm thinking we should go back to the Forward Maiden and just wait for this guy.
Yeah, maybe. Because he
Unless
said
you
what he was doing this delivery and then he was going right there.
Yep.
All right, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so you guys are going back to the Forward Maiden?
Yep.
Okay.
we're at this point we're regular customers, so
Yep.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that you've been there and you said that there was trouble and you had Pierre lead you there. So they are going to remember you
right, of course.
when you go there.
Of course.
Okay. Okay. All right. The Three Musketeers. Okay. You are traveling to the lake. You're dragging the cart with the coffin on it, or are you leaving it at the edge of town? I don't want to assume anything.
I'm bringing it.
Yeah, bring it.
All right. So the ground is kind of mucky, but I'm going to say that Gertie is a sturdy Gertie. So she is able to drag it through the mud, and you guys find a trail to get there. So
Is she a sturdy, hurdy-gurdy?
I think she is. She probably could play music, I would imagine.
And very dirty.
Dirty, sturdy, hurdy-gurdy.
Wait a minute. So you're a dirty,
Sturdy, hurdy-gurdy.
sturdy, Gertie. Okay.
But still purty.
Still purdy. So Hunter is going to, or I should say, Pearl with great relief is on her face is going to jump in the water.
Yes.
With her otter jumping off her shoulder and swimming in circles around her. What are you two gentlemen going to do while she's doing this?
Perhaps we should see what it is we're supposed to dispose of. I am curious now.
Well, it's parts, is it not?
I don't know. Honestly. We just
what?
find it.
Part? Body part?
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah.
Well, I suppose we should check. You may want to stand far away. I am... Well, I am already sick anyway, so...
Yes, you are. And in fact, you're starting to feel a little bit out of sorts by all this. Your parts are kind of acting a little bit funny. I think in this case, the debt will come due.
So the fleshy parts, not just the mechanical parts.
Yes, you're having a little bit of a sync issue. SYNC.
Okay. Yeah, I'll kind of stand there.
Are you going to take that?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay.
Kind of standing there, kind of winded, I guess, kind of coughing, like, I shouldn't have done that. Who knows what bacteria are in there? Ugh.
Are you okay? Do you need bandage? Tonic? Cold?
Excuse me a moment.
Ooh.
Nothing to worry about. Only a little blood.
I'm not sure it's supposed to be that color. I'm not a doctor, but jeez.
Well, it is sometimes. It is what it is. Shall we look at this?
Yeah. All right, well, you better take it easy there.
I should try.
All right, so the front of your dress has got a little bit of vomit, but who's going to notice?
After all the blood.
Yeah. But when you try to help Charles, or actually, I don't even know if Charles is going to be willing to touch the box, open it, you'll have to make a strength roll or a physique roll to try and open it.
Okay.
Which I'm sure is not super hard for you. Are you going to try and help open the box?
He will, but of course, if he gets that boogie feeling, he'll back off.
Yeah, you will have to make a will to touch the box.
Why not? Hey,
Do
not bad.
do I get a
Uh,
bonus for my power, or does that not apply?
you can use your bonus from your power. You currently have a -2 because I used your trouble against you.
Okay, so it'll set me at 0. Okay.
Um, so Tony, you can succeed, or you can take a failure and get another fate point, also for your tortured soul again. It's up
Um,
to you.
no, we'll do the succeed.
Okay, so you're gonna take a fate point to avoid it, right? Why don't you ever want to do what I tell you to do? Okay. Yeah, thanks for telling me that. It seems that I cannot move your fate points directly. I have to do a
Okay.
remove directly here.
Get it? Oh, let it see. It's prompting
Yeah,
me to approve it, basically.
yeah, because it wanted to let you approve the steal. I don't know why, as a GM, I can't just steal it, but okay. All right, so because Charles does manage to help you, you get the box open. You do see them doing this pearl, by the way.
Okay. After how long, like, have I been in the water at that point?
Um, Couple minutes, but I'm gonna say you were calmed down. You put a lot of effort into calming down, so
Okay, I'll probably get out and go over and watch what they're doing because I don't know what is going on.
okay. They opened it up. There is a body in there. It's unusual because it's obviously been dead for a long time. It's very shriveled up, mostly skeletal with some hair and so on and so forth. But there seems to be blood oozing from it at the same time. Like from what source, you don't really know. It's coming through its pores and from its hair and everything else, and it's filling the bottom of the coffin, just the bottom part. Like it doesn't seem to accumulate into like a full-on, like the whole thing fills up. It just seems to always like be there as it seeps out.
Pearl's gonna kind of look over at it and just be like, "Is that normal? That doesn't seem
So,
normal."
I would say not.
no, and I have I have seen abnormal in this, and this is beyond abnormal. What
Can we
what
just
made you
talk?
think like that?
Why did you take it?
Long story.
There
See,
was a vision.
yeah.
I suspect a sickness, or the body.
Somebody else is going to die. Um, I don't remember exactly. I didn't write it down. Sorry.
There is under the notes and handouts, the bell tolls is your note sheet that I gave you guys, if you need to reference it.
Well, Herr Benton said he had a vision of this body, this coffin, being lowered into a grave, and then several catastrophes followed. Seemed to be results of this. Uh, I do not know why. I suspect disease, or perhaps the undead. It seems to be a body from abroad.
Do you think you've stopped it now that you have it?
I have no idea.
We may have stopped the vision, but in doing so, we may have done something much worse. The coffin itself is not referenced. So I don't know what this exactly has to do with his vision.
Do we just leave it here then?
I don't know if we should leave it out in the open. Maybe we could find a good place to hide it, perhaps even bury it. Gertie, you still got some left in you, right? You could dig.
Gertrude, you do not feel like digging, but that's up to you if you want to try.
I did not bring enough fuel, perhaps.
Do you think we could take the body out and see why it's bleeding?
We could. I don't. I'm not a doctor. I'm not even a shaman. I couldn't
Well,
begin to figure this out.
I think this is beyond medical. There is no way a body should have so much blood.
could we get rid of it, maybe?
Well, I suggest we burn it if we can, but this rain will continue, yes?
No, the rain has actually petered out. I should have got rid of the aspect.
Oh, dunk.
You don't like rain?
No. It rushed the joints.
Oh, sorry.
They seethe. Und the muck. The muck. This will be a nightmare to clean.
Do you have to remove it to clean it?
Perhaps.
Pearl just kind of looks away, like kind of ashamed and sad that you're reacting in such a way, and just kind of looks away. Oops.
So, what shall we do with
I
this?
am not dead yet. Well,
Now,
do you have kindling?
kindling? We have a cart.
I mean, it's in a coffin.
It's in the coffin.
The coffin is old. The cart is very dry wood.
W-
If you can come up with a spark, you probably could. Well, more than a spark, but if you come up with a flame, you could probably get it going.
Like a lightning bolt?
A lightning bolt is pretty hot.
Well, I do have my engine going.
I can.
Some hot coals.
Does that hurt you?
Only if I stand in it. Though I am running low on fuel, but I quite right.
Maybe
Well, I
you
think-
should sit down.
That's a good idea. I
What was
can get it set on fire, or I
He
can
was-
try.
He was suggesting that you sit down. Sounds concerned about you.
Yes, perhaps I shall. I'll sit down on the cart.
No, not the cart. We're going to burn the cart.
There's like a
Yes,
log if you want to sit on it on the ground nearby. You don't have to sit right on the mud.
I know, I'll sit on the wet, mossy log. Well, it's not our cart, but
If you seriously think this is what's best, I can get it lit on fire, but like you said, it's not yours or mine.
Now,
Well, then help me flip it over onto the coffin at least. Oh wait, the coffin's in it.
Right. Oh.
Should
Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, that's on you.
This is the
All
best
right.
idea I can think of.
So I'm gonna try and
So to do your lightning, because it's based upon your storm powers, you'll have to get the weather first, and then you'll be able to do your lightning bolt attack.
Okay. So I have to make a little storm by rolling my will?
Yep. So if you look under the weather control,
Uh-huh.
you can fill your zone with a specific pattern by creating an advantage using will.
Okay.
So you're going against an opposition of fair.
2.
Because it's not crazy out of the ordinary. Yep.
Okay.
So you just got to basically roll your will against fair.
Okay. So, but I don't have to put anything in. I just roll it.
Yep. Just roll your will.
Okay. And I got fair.
Because you don't have master control, right?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
No.
So you got your fair. So
Okay.
after like a minute, most, the storm starts rolling in, and in a minute you've got a thunderstorm.
Okay. Okay, before she does that, she would, because I actually just realized I know nothing about Charles. She would kind of look at Gertie like, can I do this in front of him? Like, is this safe?
If you want to do it without words, you'll have to use something like rapport to try and get it across without saying it.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna do it regardless, but I just realized I know nothing about him. And my rapport is shit.
And Tony, Charles, you are from another time.
Yeah. Witchcraft.
So when you try to use your empathy to see if you understand what they're trying to get across, you can take a fate point to get a -2, or you can just make your roll and you don't have a fate point, so that's your call. You have to take it. Yep. Never mind. There you go. So you get a -2 to your empathy roll to do it. So you go ahead and make your rapport roll.
This is.
And Gertrude, you also have to make your empathy to see if you understand her.
Well, I got a 0.
So. I got a fair. Woo!
Fuck!
Wow. So the one that has no idea, he's like, yeah, you get it. She's trying to tell something sneaky to Gertrude. Gertrude doesn't understand it, and she's not doing a good job. Go from there.
Is something the matter?
Problem?
I just don't know you, and I don't know how you're gonna react. You didn't react well to the weather earlier. But
Oh, he is fine. He has seen much stranger, I am sure.
Wait a minute. You're saying you're one of us?
I guess so.
Oh, well, that's such a relief, and I will hover above the ground.
Oh, wait. And she turns.
Walking. I can't take it. I can't take this walking thing.
Oh, okay. Well, now I feel better. And she'll start conjuring the weather. And she's like probably like smiling the whole time, like, oh, I feel so much better.
Yep, so your weather pattern's already in, so you bring down a lightning bolt. Use your will to basically hit it. It's easy, so just 0. Get a mediocre. Okay. With style. That means technically you have a boost on your next attack if you were making one. I don't think obviously you're making an attack here, but you can keep that boost in case something else happens.
Sure.
And that is basically you are white hot. So, why did I move that? What am I, stupid? Jamie, don't say it. Okay, so the thing starts ablaze. You actually see that the flames from the body are a purple color, like a deep purple, and what sounds like steam at first, like kettling up, becomes like a shrill wail from her, and the body actually arches back as the wail comes out of it. And in all points around you, you see a number of ghostly figures coming towards the body and you. Some of them are mangled, wearing chains. They're all black people. And they are looking at the body and looking at you and coming towards you. They have you surrounded.
Are they looking
And-
menacing?
And we're going to the boys.
No!
God damn you!
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
At least it is not Frankenstein's monster, yeah?
Could be.
Oh, you guys are going to the forward maiden to wait for Bart,
Again.
correct?
Again, yes.
Okay. Okay. You get to the maiden, and the woman that was there before, waiting tables, is still there. And she looks up when you come in. She goes, "Did you find her?"
No.
And she comes rushing over.
No, not yet.
Ooh.
Fuck. What's his name?
Bart?
No, not Bart. The physician.
Pierre?
Oh,
Has Pierre come back?
No. No, I haven't seen him.
That's,
He's not with you?
That's odd. He left us.
I don't know why he would, but he doesn't live here. He just works here. Maybe he had an errand?
Alright. Well,
He went with you to Sally's, right?
Right. But we were done with Sally's and we parted ways.
Oh.
Could you be a dear and bring us some drinks?
Okay, sure. She points at a table.
All right, we sit at the table.
mm-hmm.
All right, we sit at the table.
Okay. Okay, so she'll come over in a couple minutes
All right.
with you didn't specify, so she'll bring you a couple beers.
Yep.
Fine.
Oh, my resources are terrible. Oh, all right.
Mine too.
You guys are terrible tippers, probably, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Not because we don't care, because we just don't have it.
Yeah, I don't think that makes a difference to them.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But we'll be very nice customers.
So you're not looking for Sally anymore?
Well, I mean, we are. Could we ask you a favor?
Okay.
Do you know a gentleman by the name of Bart? He wears a bowler hat and has a lazy eye.
Yeah, he's a regular.
Yeah, he's a regular of Sally's, right?
I guess sometimes. Seems a little miffed by that. I mean, he doesn't exclusively see her.
No, but where are we located in this establishment? Can we see people come in?
Yeah, it's not a very big room, so yeah, you totally could see if someone came in the door. There's a couple of nameless NPCs, drinking, like literally like just a couple
All
because
right, all
it's
right,
late afternoon.
all right. Could you be a dear, and if Bart happens to arrive and we do not notice, could you possibly tell us?
Well, I am very busy, she says. She kind of taps the table a little bit.
Uh, I will try to roll resources to give her a little extra, but I don't think I have any extra to give her.
Okay. Um, I'm also going to give you the option. Um, you're not really sure on this whole tipping thing being from another time.
Ah, all right.
So,
All right, I will take that fate point.
actually, oh yeah, I can't. You don't have an option. I forgot you have to take it.
Yep.
So
I
you
will.
will get a -2 to your resource roll in this
No,
particular
well, no,
case.
I still have a choice.
What can you do? I don't remember then. If you don't have
I-
a fate point to avoid compelling.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
I was just like
Cool.
I could choose not to take it and not get the fate point. That would be basically
Yeah,
spending
but I think the only way you could.
that'd be spending
think
the
you
fate
could.
point that you're giving me to not take the -2.
Yeah, I think you have to have the fate point to avoid the compel, if I understand it correctly.
Well,
Yeah, because it'd be useless.
it, yeah, well, it's the same thing. Mediocre.
Okay.
I rummage around in my pocket and I probably pull out like things that aren't currency.
Okay.
Like maybe some bullets and some brass knuckles and let's see here, my flask that probably has some alcohol in it.
Is it expensive, flask?
A cigar. Well, no.
Half
Is it an expensive
I
flask?
have mediocre resources. I do not have an expensive flask. I mean, to be real,
Okay. Well, unless you want to spend your fate point for a
I don't.
heirloom flask.
I don't, and I'm not gonna wager that on.
Hey, just giving the option there. Okay.
Hold on,
So she looks.
hold on.
What?
Give me 5 seconds here.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
I will, however, spend my fate point
Mm-hmm.
on Claude's reluctant criminal, and hoping that perhaps he has something in his pockets. Being a reluctant criminal, that it has more value than I currently have.
Wow.
So I will
Right.
give my fate point to Brian to use his aspect to gain a +2.
So what do I roll for that?
You roll nothing. You just get my fate point.
Oh, okay.
If you accept.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
do.
Right. So give him your fate point.
I give
Roger.
Brian my fate point. Now Brian has 3 fate points, and I have none. And I gain a +2.
I've got extra ones over there. There's fate points everywhere.
Again, I have 0 fate points.
Yeah, roll 20 is just acting weird. I don't know what it's doing. Stop it.
So if I want to use this reluctant criminal thing to ruffle through my pockets and find something, how do I do that?
You would be rolling your resources, and you would be using
Fate point.
Really?
that. What?
I thought I would just get the +2 from like.
Oh, you get the +2.
I get the +2.
Well, you didn't. You weren't trying to get him to do it. You were trying. Okay, I apologize.
I'm invoking his aspects for my role.
Right. Okay, I apologize. I didn't understand what your intentions were.
No,
I thought you were trying to give him the chance to do it.
No. I'm expecting him to pull something out of his pockets that is more valuable than the bullets and the brass knuckles that I pull out of my pockets.
Okay, so you're basically like dude, give me what you got in your hands or your pocket.
You're a criminal. You're a reluctant criminal. You got to have something in your pockets here that is more valuable than these things. Like, that's not what I'm saying, but that's basically what I'm invoking.
Yeah, no, I got it now. So yeah, sorry, you tip her well enough that she says, "Of course, honey, no problem."
All right.
And she takes whatever valuable it was that he had in his pocket, and she goes back over to help other customers. So what else do you guys want to do while you're there?
Drink. And
Drink.
Yeah.
maybe have. This is gonna sound terrible. Maybe have a few girls sit on our laps.
Okay. Wait, are you saying because Hunter's here you don't want to say that?
No, I'm just saying it's not a cool thing. It's
I'm
Might
just
sound misogynistic, but
I'm just picking on you. Okay.
I mean,
you do that,
we're trying to blend in, and this is a whorehouse. So
right? No, this is a proper bar that just happens to have those services on the slide.
Sure.
yep.
Right. I will say that you're there for like an hour, which catches you up. Actually, no, catches you up. And a gentleman with a no, because I had already moved it ahead.
All right.
When they were,
all right.
Yeah. A gentleman with a lazy eye and a bowler hat and a mustache comes in to the door, and he starts heading over to the bar.
I give Claude a look, like there's the guy.
Yep. Let's go.
All right, I let Claude lead.
Okay. Hey, you would happen to be Bart now, would you?
Who's asking?
A friend of Sally's.
Sally's. Listen, man. There's no problem. She takes my money. We have fun. Like, are you her boyfriend or brother? What?
No, calm down. It's nothing like that.
No.
But this might sound a little strange. But do you have a job tonight digging a grave?
He looks a little bit wary. A lot of people have grave digging jobs on the side these days.
That is completely acceptable. But I'm asking you, do you have a job digging a grave tonight?
Wait a minute. Are you guys looking for work?
No.
Just answer my question.
Okay. So he looks at you like, kind of like almost belligerently, like, why should I?
Because I looked at Claude. I don't have any fate points left. I gave my fate point to Claude. Jesus Christ. Perhaps
I suck at figuring out how to use fate points. So
perhaps.
Wait a minute. Stop. Sorry. Brian, you want to know how to use fate points?
no, I get how to use them. It's coming up with ways to use them that I'm terrible at.
Well, just take stabs at it. We get better as we go along.
You may want to rethink your nighttime activities.
Yes. We are offering our services to take your place.
So you are looking for a job.
But kinda. We are saying that perhaps it is best for you that you do not take this job tonight.
Well, I already took pay for it, and
Well, you
it's
can
family. So
you can keep that pay, and we will do the job for you. How do you not get to lose in this situation?
it was
Do I need to make a roll for anything?
not yet, not
All
yet.
right.
Well, it was my cousin that wanted me to
Oh,
do this job, so I really have to make sure it.
who is cousin? Who is cousin? Claude, are you my cousin? Claude?
We're all cousins.
Exactly.
Okay, now you can make a rapport roll if you'd like
Oh,
to.
rapport. Jesus Christ. I am not the character to be making these rolls.
Now,
I'm not either, if it makes you feel any
so,
better.
You're
so
probably drunk.
hold on a second. Though you can keep your roll. This is an example, Brian, where you might be able to say, "Hey, as a jaded thief, I know how to talk to people into doing things that are shady." As an example, that would be an example of how you would
Well,
use an
example
aspect,
on how for him to use his fate point to make his own roll,
or to
or
call on an aspect to do your role
all right,
to help you with yours. I was just explaining aspects and
right,
using the
right,
fate points
right,
because
right, right,
he's
right.
trying to come up with some.
No, no,
So can I
So
do that now?
that's up to you, though. Oleski actually rolled well enough to at least partially convince him. So you can do that if you want to add to it, or you can see how it plays out. But he is wavering on it.
Yeah, I'll add to it.
So
Okay.
my fare becomes great.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So if I tell you the grave, you'll take the box there and bury it, and all I got to do is basically check that you did it, and we're good.
Of course. Do we have the box?
It's in storage at the porterhouse, but
Okay.
like, how do I know for sure that you're gonna follow through on this?
I mean, you can come with us if you want, but I'm saying we should dig the grave.
That works. I got a couple guys that are expecting to get paid tonight. That
No. Me and my friend here will do the work. You and your friends can stand aside and watch us work.
he thinks about it. He's like,
Just if you don't ask too many questions about it.
okay.
I mean,
So you don't want any witnesses, basically.
well, I know this sounds very weird, but
It does, because this is just a body you're burying, right?
I hope so.
You understand that, right? I mean, it's gross,
we
but
are burying something, right?
yes, the coffin.
Is it?
I haven't looked inside, but I assume it's
I mean,
just a dead body.
What grave digger looks in the coffin?
That's my point. I don't understand why you're so interested, but you know what? If you're going to do the work, that's fine. I don't have to pay the guys. That's going in my pocket.
How well do
Alright.
you trust this cousin of yours?
I barely know him. He's from France. You know how the French are.
I know the French. They are cowards. I broke my accent there.
Yeah, you're right about that. He says. He pats you on the shoulder, and then he looks around, like, make sure there's no French people around. You see Pierre start to walk in. He's like, "Oh no!"
they always surrender.
Well, if we actually want to avoid the guys so that there's no questions, we could just go now and get the box.
I don't think that will be necessary. But if you tell us where to show up, do we need to collect the box?
Well, I can't carry it out myself.
I look at Claude for if he has anything to say.
You can collect it.
Wait a minute. Okay. I don't want any shit for this. I'm doing this for your benefit, Jamie. So please do not get upset about this. But I gotta just mention, you know that they took a coffin.
Right.
Okay, you know that. Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
good.
No, I know that. That's
Okay.
why I paused
No.
for Claude to say something, because I'm
Okay.
assuming as a player and probably the character, I'm assuming that the other group took the coffin. So if we show back up at the porterhouse, the coffin's not going to be there.
Right.
So
I was making sure you would
all
do
right.
that. That's
All
all
right.
I wanted to do.
No.
Okay.
Wait, as players, we don't know that, do we?
Yes, you saw your friends with a coffin. You don't know 100% if it's the right coffin, but
Right.
you saw them with a coffin.
But we know,
yeah.
know that we are pursuing different leads.
Right.
So
I just wanted to make sure.
that
Nope.
along the same related task. So I'm putting A and B together and saying they have the coffin that we are.
You're going to
looking
go
for.
pick up.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm not saying I'm right, but
That's fine.
that's what
I
I'm
just
saying.
wanted to make sure.
All right.
Like I said, I've I've taken it to heart that I need to make sure that I don't let things go through the cracks when people didn't hear something.
Right.
So, okay. So he says, "Well, all right then. I'm planning on being there at 5, about an hour now. No, 2 hours. Sorry, 2 hours now. To pick up the coffin. You be there. I have a cart.
Right. Me and my compatriot will pick up the coffin from the cart before the horse. Correct.
He looks at you again. Yep. Yes.
All right. We will pick that coffin up and we will meet you at the cemetery.
Oh. Okay.
And,
Well, I don't know that they're going to let you just take it.
We have our ways.
Okay. Just don't hurt him. He's a family man.
I just need one more thing from you.
Okay.
Which of the many city cemeteries are we going to?
You're going to bring it to Lafayette.
All right. That's all we need to know. When and what time shall we meet you at with this coffin?
Well, for some reason he wanted it buried by 6.
All right. We will meet you at 5.
Okay. And the grave is wait a minute. Let me make sure I get the name right for you. You need this name. There we go.
Do we just not need the plot number or the plot?
There isn't really like plot numbers. Right. There's an open grave with a headstone that says Delphine Lalaurie on it.
All right.
It's some great aunt of mine. I don't know.
All right. We will
something about getting chased out of town
we
for
will meet you at Lafayette Cemetery at 5.
Oh, you don't want to hear it. Okay.
Wait.
No.
Okay.
Getting chased out of town. Wait, what was that last piece?
Well, she abused her slaves or something. They chased her out. She went back to France to live with family.
But she's being buried here?
Her nephew insisted that she needed to come home for some reason. He's paying me well, so... And my workman's fees as well.
Okay.
So I'll meet you at the grave at 5?
Yeah, sounds like a date.
All right. He seems happier than he was when he came in. He's not even going to stay for a drink.
What time is it now?
Right now, it is about.
God, don't say 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock.
I was going to
It's
say 3
3.
o'clock.
Fuck.
Time hasn't passed that much.
All right.
Is it dusk?
Is it
Don't
Rodez?
start.
No, it is not Rodez. And there was last game with the puff pastries, so. Or not puff pastries, the pastries, so.
Dream pastries.
Dream pastries.
All right.
Dream pastries?
All right. No, fuck the dream pastries.
All right, so you guys got a 2-hour wait before you have to be there. Or actually, it's about an hour away. So
it's not a 2-hour wait. It is a 2-hour preparation.
Yes. But we're going to find out what happens to your friends.
Excellent. Goodbye.
Okay, we don't have to. I mean, you can just.
Give me goodbye. Where the fuck are you going?
I'm not going anywhere. You're switching to the other group, so I'm muting so I don't interrupt the other group.
I'm going AFK
Okay.
for a second.
Don't go too long. All right. So, you guys are currently at least ground level. I did forget that at least one of you can fly. Encircled by a number of ghostly figures of what are obviously slaves. Most of them are pretty obvious, but I bet you can get the idea. One of them is a little girl with her head caved in on one side, carrying a hairbrush. There is a old woman who is dragging a small cook fireplace on a chain on her foot. The fireplace does seem to be actually leaving drag marks on the ground, though she is ghostly. And there are a number of other angry-looking ghosts that are walking towards you as well. What do you guys want to do?
Do they look angry at us?
No, they do not.
I'm gonna run out of the circle if I can, of where they're going.
Are you going to run through the ghosts? Are you going to run around the ghosts?
Charles, can you carry? How much weight can you carry?
I don't know. Oh wait, yes, I've carried. Well, I did carry that other woman. I will try to carry her because I was thinking the same thing.
Okay. So you pick her up like you're going to go. Gertie, what are you going to do in reaction?
I'm going to jump over them if I have the capacity to do so at the moment.
Okay. So, I apologize if this seems cheap to you, but I wanted to get you guys all scared before I had the final thing here. So, as the flames and screams start to die down, just as you guys are panicked and getting ready to bolt, all the spirits turn towards you. And they give you grateful looks, and they fade away.
Oh.
What?
She just kind of looks at Charles. It's like, you can put me down now. Sorry.
Right? Yes, of course.
This is a good thing, yeah?
Yeah, I
What?
guess.
Are these ghosts? What do ghosts do?
Well,
Do you
Well,
know?
technically, they're probably passing on to their next cycle.
was that? Did you guys tell me about the stuff in the note?
Yes, I will assume I pass it on.
So is that? Did you stop? Did we stop it then? Because we killed her again. Did we stop it?
I guess we'll have to wait and see if it tolls.
I hope so. Yes, I suppose we wait and see, yeah?
Yeah.
Should we stay here? Is the cart completely burned? Like everything is burned?
Yes, and you no longer get the feeling of evil and fear from the corpse. What's left of it.
We did it? What do we do with the rest of it?
I would really kind of don't want to touch it, to be honest.
Yeah, I perhaps leave it here. Or
Yeah.
bury it, or when
Alexa,
we are able.
turn kitchen off.
Bury it. Bury it sounds good.
Why don't we just bury it, I guess?
Sure.
Do you not have stuff to bury it?
Well, we could just, find a low spot in the ground and cover it with dirt and stones.
It is New
True.
Orleans. You could
Yeah.
always bury it by swamp.
Oh, no. I will avoid the swamp as well. Yeah, I mean, I guess as long as it's covered and that should suffice. I don't know. I'm not much on religion.
I mean, it don't. It don't.
I don't.
It don't. It doesn't feel bad anymore, so we should be okay to just. We should be okay to just bury it and go. Oh, we have to walk back. I have to walk back.
You two have to walk back.
I mean, you did prove that you could carry me.
It's true,
Just
but I
saying.
can't carry you both. And Gertie is still a little under the weather. No pun intended.
Sorry. Well, we can at least bury it and then start heading back to the city.
Yes.
So, are my machines running okay? It's just my fleshy parts are bad?
You're actually as good as you want to be right now. It was actually just role playing the fact that you were getting a -2 to your strength roll to get your fate point back. So the rest of it's just you role playing. So if you want to be okay, I'm feeling good now. You totally can. So
Can I use just like little spurts of wind to like dry off places of Gertie too? Like,
want to go ahead and do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
See if you could do a fair overcome just to make it windy.
Of will?
Yep, you're basically going to make it windy, and then you're going to use your will to also direct those wind bursts to try and dry her off.
Okay, so will twice, like last time? Okay,
Yep.
just making sure.
Exactly.
Okay. And then... Boom. Oh. Yay!
Donka.
Well, to be fair, it was my fault, so... Oh.
Tony, come back! Tony, come back!
Not intentionally, but...
No, but you should be a little better.
Yes, you're dirty, but you're dry now.
The best.
Little dried vomit never hurt anybody.
And blood.
In my opinion, the best way to be. A little dry, but dirty.
That's a drink reference, I'm sure, not a dirty sex joke, right?
Why not both?
Yeah, why not both?
All
All
right.
right,
All right, this is why I mute myself. Sorry, I'll go back.
Well, I have no shovel. Suppose I could dig with my hands.
do otters bury things? Can he lose his paws and dig a little hole?
Well, if you make him, he will, but it's probably going to be slow going.
No, okay, I won't.
He's not really a digger. You know, his little paws will start bleeding. And
Okay, I won't.
I have one idea. I'll just take out my arm blade and kind of saw off part of the. Actually, since I can bother to roll it now, with my +2 bonus, not as good as I'd hoped, but I'll make
Yeah,
a digging stick, basically, with that log I was sitting on.
with that roll, you managed to twine some branches around a stone and make a little shovel out of it. Not like a full on, lift it this way, but a digging shovel. Get a pretty good speed.
It could use some improvement, but maybe another 30 minutes, yeah?
I
We
mean,
do have
it's
that time, do we? Oh, no, maybe not.
We're just sitting
There.
around waiting.
Right, well, I will dig a grave. Perhaps my own, yeah?
No.
oh.
I will
Uh,
someday. I
Well,
try to have a good sense of humor about it, yeah?
yeah, I guess you will die someday, just not today.
yeah.
Well, thank you for that vote of confidence.
I'm here for you.
I
No.
should see Dr. Carver, I suppose. I do not know what was in that foul body. Would you
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and then having burned it, we'll probably never find out what was in it.
Well, I mean, I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck.
Well, we shall see. Que sera, sera, yeah?
What?
What?
Oh, Spanish, what will be, will be, so they say.
Oh.
Who says these things other than you?
Ah,
I say these
others
things.
You're not there.
on the continent? You were from, Europe, were you not? Originally?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know, were
Well,
you?
no. No. Well,
oh,
originally from the Caribbean islands, but
oh, okay. So you were born there?
yeah,
Okay. Ah,
we did have English
my
parents. They never said these things. No, in fact, nobody I know said these things. And
well,
no pointing out that I'm over 2,000 years old. I don't want to hear it.
I thought that was a Lesky. Anyway,
Wait a
well,
minute, what? Are we just gonna skip over that?
I thought it
Oh,
was just 400.
What?
well, you all like to exaggerate that. Yes, well, seeing how we're laying our cards on the table, I am not older than you might think and slightly immortal. That's my gift, if you would call it that.
Oh.
I'm sorry, does that frighten you?
I. No, it's fine. I'm sure that. Wait.
What?
And she's just gonna process. Like, probably like 5 minutes. Like, I don't. But
Well,
you can also fly.
yes, I can also fly. We'll probably have to leave it at that for now until you come to terms with my ability. I mean, you control the weather. Not that that isn't great. I just, I couldn't do that.
Well, yeah, I guess. Okay. And there's more of you?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
many more.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you're welcome to if you like, come back with us to the orphanage, and we can have proper introductions.
Be nice. I don't really have anywhere to go anyway.
It is
Oh,
a
she's
nice.
an orphan.
It is a good place. After I was well, a little incident with fire. I was homeless myself until they took me in. But anyway, body to bury. I
Oh,
shall
yeah.
get to work.
Good idea.
Okay.
Only need one of those things, huh?
All right, so just to be clear, so you're gonna dig a grave for the body, and then you guys are gonna walk back to town. Is that
Yep.
your plan? Okay.
Well,
All right.
2 of us are gonna walk.
Wow. Because that is absolutely our choice as well. Well,
Okay.
wait, what?
So
Listen,
We were on 8. How did we get to 11?
don't you fight with me?
I
listen.
will not fight with you because you are the GM and I will accept your ruling no matter what it is.
No matter
And
how
listen.
stupid it is.
Yeah.
Well, if you want me to explain it, I will.
Nope.
I will do so right now. Are you ready?
Sure.
I'm just moving the clock ahead to where it's going to be when you meet up with them, so you could still do your actions
All
in
right.
between.
All right.
Since you're meeting him at 5 o'clock.
3 hours advance.
Yeah. You had an hour from the stuff that you just did and 2 hours from that to the 5 o'clock hour.
Well, I mean, I would want to leave the. I would want to prepare.
Yeah, no. I'm allowing you to do that. Ignore the clock because basically you guys are going to meet him at 5.
All right. So we have 3 hours.
These guys are going to be back at 5 o'clock to the area. Not that they'll necessarily meet up with you. You guys are doing your stuff until 5 o'clock when you meet him.
All right.
So if you do something in between that kills the clock, that's fine. I'm just setting it there so that we know, in case we end, that we're basically where you are going to meet him is where it's going to be
All right.
1 hour 2.
All right. Are we ending?
So don't worry about it.
Are we ending?
No. Not unless you guys want to end now, but I thought you had actions you wanted to take.
Well, I mean, you're the GM.
Are you sleeping?
You tell us.
I'm telling you to take your actions.
My action is that I would like to leave the the bosom bar, and
The bosom bar.
Why?
well, I mean, it's the busty maiden. Jesus Christ, do you really need another euphemism?
Actually,
just
it
keep
was the
talking.
forward maiden, but continue.
Yeah, you
All
bitch.
right. Well, I mean, it was a faded wooden sign with a busty maiden on it. Anyway,
With a busty. Okay.
there was a lot of busting going on.
Yep.
And
Bosoms everywhere.
And
They were
not-
flying everywhere.
Yeah, and not of the ghost kind. There was not a lot of ghost busting going on.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back anyway. So you enjoy your conversation.
So I would
There
like
was
to.
around
I would
all
like
that
to
noise.
leave the forward maiden, and
Yep.
once we leave the forward maiden, I would suggest to Claude that we find this Lafayette graveyard and we find our own coffin to bury.
We could meet up with the others and try and see what they did with.
All right. I mean, as a player, I realize we have 3 hours to play with, but I'd be like, all right, let's meet up with the other and see what the hell they were carrying away that caused such a reaction.
Oh man, I really wanted you guys to steal a body and bury it.
I mean, we still may
That
bear
option
steal
is
a
off the
body.
table.
Yeah, that option's not off the table. So you
Yeah.
gave
Well,
us you just gave us 3 hours to play with. Stealing a dead body is still in those 3 hours.
Now,
Yeah.
are any of you? Here's the only thing with finding them now. which I have no problem with you wanting to do it. But I will tell you that you have to have an idea of where they went. Or you're just going to go in a random direction.
Hold on. Stop.
Okay.
Full stop, GM.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know anyone at the orphanage that has perhaps psychic powers?
No. Other than the ability to foresee the future, nobody there has mental powers like that.
All right.
I assume you mean like, finding people and stuff like that.
Well, or sending them a message.
No, nobody has telepathy. No.
All right. I withdraw back to my shell, and I hide in my shell.
So you guys can try to find the trail to wherever they went.
I mean, we have
or
we have 3 hours to find them.
Yep, you do. You do. I'm just giving you your options for how you would do it. That's all.
Claude?
You do.
We probably should have communicated better.
Well, I mean, we don't have like radios or anything, but
no, but hey, we'll meet up at such and such a time, and or something. Anyway, how would we go about finding them?
You could, if you don't have like an idea, if you just want to like actually try to find some sort of clues to find where they went, you can. They did take stealth, so that will obviously make it a little more difficult, but you don't know that.
I would suggest to Claude that we find our own casket. That it doesn't even have to have anyone in it. Just to say that, yeah, we picked up the casket at the place, and now here we are, and we're going to dig the grave. And my reasoning in this is that us digging the grave and putting a false casket in the grave is going to break the cycle. Is what I'm going for.
We can try it.
Not knowing what the other group is doing. That's where Lesky would go.
Yeah, I think it's going to be too hard to try and find them at this point. It's such a short amount of time.
I'm assuming that Lesky or myself as a player thinks that the other group took the casket because we saw them with a casket, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we can assume that they have the casket that's supposed to be buried, but what we want to do is bury a casket, not that casket.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as we bury a different casket, it will break Robert's vision.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
we can try it.
Which is a very simple and not necessarily true situation, but that's what I'm going with.
Worth a shot.
All right, so I'll assume that you know where Lafayette is. It's a pretty well-known cemetery, even back then.
Well, I mean, we have 3 hours to find it. And how many cemeteries are there in the city? Like a half a dozen?
Yeah, there's like a handful, half dozen. So you go there. What you find that even at this time of night.
But we need a casket though, which is the important part.
Okay, did you want to get one before you got there?
Well, yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going to steal one there.
Well, no. How were we going to steal one there?
Okay.
Dig it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dig up another grave?
No. We're not going to dig up another grave. We're going to perhaps go to,
okay.
whatever they call a casket
the old
maker.
coffin maker.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm going to answer your question. And then you can still do what you want. Okay? Your question is why would you get one there? What I was saying is that right now, because of yellow fever, they are having a hard time burying the bodies fast enough.
All right.
Like
So
the joke is in the newspapers is that that people should dig their own graves because there
All
just
right.
isn't enough.
So what you're telling me is we could possibly just take their
It's possible that
hypothetically
you will find graves there.
is a pile of coffins that we
There's
could
lots of
possibly
different.
take
There's
one.
lots of different chances, right, to find one,
All right.
including in the city if that's what you prefer. I just thought you were going there
No,
first.
no.
So.
We just need a casket.
Mhm.
Well, Claude, speak up if like you have any different idea. We just need a casket, and we will dig the grave and bury the casket in that grave. We just don't want to. Well, Alesky's thinking is that we don't want to follow Robert's vision to the letter. So as long as we break what he foresaw in any way, it will break his vision. So, if, like,
Yep, we got it.
all right,
Now, if you're trying to do this before Bart shows up, because he's going to meet you at the grave at 5.
right.
So if you're going to try to do that before, just remember, you are digging and burying the coffin. So you're probably going to want to get there before 5 to do that part of the process. So you have a little bit less time. I'm not saying it's not doable.
As long as we have a casket, we will show up. We will certainly show up there before 5, but we will not show up earlier if we do not have a casket.
Okay. So where do you want to go for a casket?
Well, now that you said that there are plenty of caskets and plenty of victims, where are these victims that we could possibly...
I did not mention any victims.
All right. Is there a repository for these unclaimed caskets?
Okay. So the funeral...
Don't lead me astray, Mr. GM, that you suggested that there were plenty of caskets that we could...
Jamie, how much did you drink? Because I have not been able to answer one of your questions without you stopping me tonight.
I will answer my question.
Okay. There are funeral homes that are overflowing. There are hospitals where there obviously are dead in the morgues and probably some coffins nearby that they're putting them in. And then at the cemeteries themselves, there are a number of bodies and coffins that are waiting in what are those houses called? What are they called?
Mausoleum?
Yes, thank you. So you have a number of different places you could try, or you can think up a different spot that you might think there are, and I'll tell you if there's any there.
So what you're telling me is that we could just show up at the cemetery and we could find this place of unclaimed corpses and unclaimed caskets.
I don't know if you'd call them unclaimed. They just aren't buried yet.
All right.
Because there's a backlog of grave digging. So a lot of times the mausoleums are getting stacked up with people waiting to be buried.
All right.
And this is in the newspaper, so it's pretty
Claude,
well known.
yes, do you have any suggestions before I do something
You can go.
drastic?
Let's go to the cemetery, I guess, and get one out of the mausoleum.
There we go. Bam.
As long as no one's paying too close attention, I could probably get us in and out of there without too much of a problem.
What he said.
Secret ingredient is crime.
It is the secret ingredient.
All of this.
Yeah, we just need a casket, man. We just need a casket with a corpse.
Okay. So you're going to Lafayette.
All right.
You're looking for a mausoleum
Yep.
with coffins inside. So I'm not thinking that it's going to be that hard. The only hard part is going to be getting them open because they're usually chain shut. So what will you do to get around that particular obstacle?
The chain?
Well,
Mhm.
I have the ability to change my features, such as my hands, into things like lockpicks.
That is a very handy trait to have.
I'm
Bam.
going to try and use my burglary skill and do that.
Mm.
Does that give me any bonus?
Andy.
All right. So I am going to say that this is a fair obstacle. If you want to spend a fate point and use your aspect to give yourself a bonus, you can, but I would wait until you roll to see if you need it, just so you don't waste your fate point.
All right. So with a +0 then, for now?
Initially, yep.
Bam.
Which is more than fair.
Mr. GM.
Okay. So
No. I'm pressuring you just to piss you off enough that you make us fail.
I'm not going to make you fail. That's not how I roll, Jamie.
Motherfucker.
Will you please take care of your father?
I don't know what to tell you.
He's on a roll tonight.
He's on his third.
I am not on a surge, and I'm not on a roll. Continue.
His musculature
You're on
is
your
showing.
third. You all cannot hear and barely can speak.
No, I can speak and I can hear.
I can speak. Anyway, continue, please.
Okay.
Or you can change the scene so you don't have to fucking listen to him anymore. But
Okay. So you open the lock, and it is full of caskets.
All right. Do we have any particular one we want to take, or just take the closest one?
No, we just need the casket with the body.
All right, let's take one.
Okay. So you take a casket out. You close the doors, leave them open.
Close the doors.
Okay.
The chain back on, the lock back on, everything.
All right. So what do you do with this casket?
We take it to where we're supposed to meet. What's his name? Bart.
Okay. So you're gonna look for her grave, basically.
Yeah, Delphine Lombardi.
So you do a little search around. You find the headstone with the unbroken earth in front of it. And what do you do next? I assume you find some shovels somewhere, dig up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
Okay.
not already dug, right? We have to dig it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, let's
That was part of
get
what
it dug up.
you were doing, right? Okay. So I'll say that you find some shovels near another grave. Somebody starts to give you trouble. Lesky doesn't want him to give you trouble, so he punches him out.
No, I do not punch him out. What?
Oh, you did hear me. Okay, I was making sure you hear me. Okay. All right.
What the fuck?
Because you're typing.
I know.
I didn't know if you actually heard me.
No,
I didn't know
can
if you heard me.
multitask. I know I can multitask. Thank you very much.
I cannot multitask, so
Well,
I applaud you.
well, fuck you. And we dig the grave. We do the work.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And continue.
So the grave is dug. The coffin's in it. You bury it.
No. We
Oh,
wait.
what do you do, JB?
No, we wait because
Oh,
Bart,
okay.
Bart and his companions are supposed to show up to.
Well, you told him not to bring his companions, so he's just going to show up himself.
Bart is going to show up to make sure that we did the work.
Yep, he is.
All right.
So you got to wait for him to see the work?
Yep, and you can transfer to the other group.
Don't need to.
All right.
We're finishing this scene.
All right, we're finishing the scene. Bart shows up, or Bart does not show up.
Bart shows up at 5, so
Okay.
you guys wait for him to show up then.
Yep.
And he does show up,
Okay.
and he's looking at you. He's like,
to a half-buried casket.
"Okay, so you did start burying it."
Well, I mean, we dug the hole, and I would have put a few mounds of dirt on it to cover the fact that it does not have a horse before the cart logo or engraving on it. So it is
Okay.
basically a grave that we dug in the proper plot that
Mhm.
we were told to
Mhm.
in the graveyard of Lafayette.
Mhm.
And we put a casket in it, partially
Yep.
covered with dirt.
Yep,
Not-
to cover the crest. Yep.
Not totally covered with
No,
dirt.
no, just partially. Yeah.
Partially, correct. And
Mhm.
we wait for him to show up.
He is already there. He was talking to you.
All right. And
But is it fully covered?
it is not fully covered.
Chris, why? Why, man?
The musculature.
We got past it. Come on.
There is no
Translucent skin.
there is no musculature that is naked. I am not that drunk. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Translucent skin?
There is no translucent skin.
Okay, so he is there, and he says, "Oh, you've already almost finished."
I told you that we were prepared to do the job.
Good, good. We can finish early and be done with this.
That's what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking.
I pick up a shovel and start throwing more dirt in.
Okay.
Man, we're gonna fail hard. I can see it already. Just the way Jim is pushing this, we are gonna fail hard.
What are you going to fail at, buddy?
I don't know. We're about to see though.
No, Jamie, you're not going to fail hard.
All right,
Briefing.
continue. GM.
Okay. You say it like a swear, my friend.
Yeah.
I swear. All right. Well,
So you bury it. He puts his hand out to shake your hand.
have we finished the job yet? Have we finished?
Yep.
Have we
Brian
buried
said
the
that
corpse?
Brian said that he was burying it.
All right.
Yep.
All right. All
I
right.
spit on my hand.
I put out my hand.
Ew.
Yeah, I will shake his hand
Gross.
with my dirty,
I
sweaty
grew up on the
hands.
streets, okay?
You shake Bart's hand or you shake Claude's hand?
I shake Bart's hand.
Oh, okay. Just making sure we're clear. Okay.
Why the hell would I shake Claude's hand? Jesus Christ.
I don't know. You kind of all over
Very
the place
handy.
tonight.
He's a
so.
dirty shape changer. Why the hell? What the fuck?
Because he's handy.
I mean, this is
Hopefully
the
it's very
18,
accurate to describe me.
this is the 1800s. I'm gonna be racist as fuck.
Racist.
Okay, so you guys shake his hand.
Racist.
It's you're all done there. And the bell tolls for 6 p.m.
And he's still alive?
and he does not die. He just starts to walk away.
Yes.
End scene.
End scene, and as far as I know,
Oh,
as far
God.
as Claude knows, as
Yes.
far as
Yep, you guys won. Yes.
correct, but that's not necessarily the
close.
truth. That
You don't know that. You're okay.
you are correct.
Okay, so you guys achieved a significant milestone tonight.
Did we? Did we?
Did we?
Some more than others. So,
Wait, Phoenix Wright. I object.
Why would you object to success?
I'm just being an asshole.
Okay.
Because he's drunk.
Page
I
two.
am not
And
drunk.
singing.
Jamie, yes, you are. Please stop talking.
So page. I can't share the specific page, but page 258 of the Fate Core tells you about updating on a significant milestone. So, first of all, you get the benefits of a minor, which means that you can switch the rank values of any two skills or replace 1+1 average with one that isn't on your sheet. In other words, you're still basically swapping a mediocre for an average. You can change any single stunt to another stunt. That includes powers in this case. You can purchase a new stunt with refresh. You can rename one character aspect that is not your high concept. Okay? None of you have any moderate consequences, so you don't have to worry about renaming those. You also, because it's a significant milestone, you get one skill point that you can buy a new skill at average, or you can increase a skill by one rank. Now, you have to make sure that your pyramid is not unbalanced. So that means, for instance, if you want to do, let's say, a great, move one up to a great, you have to make sure that you have enough below it that it's not less than the rank above that you're raising. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have any severe consequences, which you don't, you can rename them to begin healing at that point. And then, they get into the details about the skill columns when you're adding it. So that's the extra benefit that you get doing a significant milestone. So you guys stopped the apocalypse, or at
Yay.
least the tragedies that were going to happen.
Yay.
So good work, team. And I think we're done for the night, unless anybody has any questions.
Do you want us to be on here while we do it? I was
If
literally
you
just gonna
want the
move my
help, I will
rapport up.
stay. What's that?
Oh, I just said I was literally gonna remove my rapport from mediocre to average. That's all.
Yep. If you want me to stay because you have questions, I'll stay while you level up.
Question.
Yep.
So what about the corpse that the other group has?
They burned
That was the whole reason that everything was happening.
All right.
So since we killed it, everything stopped.
All right.
Yeah. You haven't met them yet, but they burned the corpse.
All right. Well, I was purposefully not
Jim?
listening to the other group, so.
I got it.
Maybe not. Never mind.
What?
I was just gonna ask if you can create a full nothing.
What?
I have notes for the session, but I feel like if I keep adding my notes every time to the PC notes one, it's gonna get everything's gonna get lost because I do it by session. So I didn't know if I could have a notepad every time, but that's a little obnoxious.
No. What I was going to say is I will create notes in the note section anytime you want. This one is the bell tolls, so you can add those notes to this if you want, or I can make you a separate PC notes.
And if you spend any fate points, because we're at the end of the session, if it's easier for yourself, go ahead and refresh your fate points to your refresh rate for the next session.
Very good idea.
So you don't forget.
Okay. So how do I do that?
You just
you
drag the fate points over to your fate stack.
Okay.
Make
so
sure
I
that you have 2.
3. I have 2.
Jamie, you gave yourself boosts, not
I
refresh.
see
Okay. So I just put my notes in the PC notes with our date.
Yep. Do you want a new note that you can name to something?
I'm gonna change the name of this one.
Okay. Yeah, anytime you guys want me to add a new notes for that section at any time, just let me know and I will add it and make it editable so you guys can put as many as you want in there. right. Did anybody else have any questions or need help advancing?
Which milestone was this?
This was a significant one.
All right. Thank you.
It's on page 258. If you want to look at the text.
Okay, we're playing the 14th.
We are? Nice.
Unless we're playing next week too.
No, I thought about doing that while we don't have Tomb of Annihilation, but I don't know if that's too much for people.
Not
We
for
can
me.
discuss it. If you guys want to do it, we can discuss it in the channel.
That's completely up to you, sir.
Not completely. The players originally asked for every other week, so I'm under the assumption that that's what people want. But
Well,
if it's unanimous, then
considering that some of those players are not here.
like Nate, that's why I was thinking we'd talk about it in the chat channel. That way he could weigh in, and Matt. And it would only be until Matt actually came back to do his game, or we chose a different night to do it every week. So
I was just being a brat, but I enjoyed the game. So if I can game more, I want to game more.
well, just pose it in the Unnamed and tag the Unnamed and
Cool.
let people weigh in.
Here we
And
go.
whatever people decide, we'll do.
How the fuck do I tag?
Just do at the Unnamed, I think it is.
Didn't work.
If you type at and then just start typing UNN, I think it'll pop up for you.
Oh, I'm dumb. That's why.
That's not asking there, Hunter.
I don't ask. I get what I want. So.
All right. So we good?
Yeah.
Everybody's ready for bed?
No, I haven't eaten. So.
Oh.
See? Yes. Thank you, Taco Girl Boss. Hell fucking yeah.
Taco doesn't get a vote.
Taco absolutely
All right.
gets a vote. We're still streaming,
All right,
by the way, so she can.
Yeah, I'm gonna
hear
stop
us.
recording.
Okay,
Oh,
bye.
yeah.
Well,
She
you know,
doesn't get
I'm
a
still
vote.
streaming, so.
I'm all right. I'm gonna end mine.
Only if Taco joins the game.
3